Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, so you've got a cold open, I imagine. But I've got one as well. What are you doing?
What are you doing? No, I don't know, actually. Sorry.
Right, grow up. No, because I actually have got a cold open.
Yeah, I have as well.
Yeah, go on then. What's yours?
Oh, we like talking outside of.
Yeah, this is being recorded. This is being recorded. Yeah. Yeah.
Are we talking?
So that where you acted like an idiot. Well, because people that are listening now, they're hearing this. Just to let you know, this is actually going in.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it? So maybe try to be a bit more professional and to that. I don't know what was your goal there.
Well, we started talking at the same time, and then I thought
it'd be funny to keep doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It wasn't funny.
No, sadly not. Sorry.
No. Right. Well, I won't do my cold open. Let's just get into the show because you've ruined it. Hello and welcome to Lucky and Wild, a podcast about fighting games and the video games that didn't cost £60 only to disappoint you. My name is Harrison Hunt, and with me, it's your local idiot. It's Sean Hunt.
Who's that? Oh,
that's you.
Is there another person?
No, it's you.
Okay.
No, that is you. We found that out in the intro there.
You're an idiot.
No, but have you considered this? You are you're an idiot.
Yeah, I have considered it. I have actually, to be fair, but denied.
Right, so Jesus, man, this podcast is so shit. Right, we've got today we're going to be doing, this is a video game show, obviously, and today we're going to be doing the feedback. We're going to be talking about the news, what we've been playing, and our radio-style items in Getting Lucky and Going Wild. And then we're going to do your listener mail, okay?
That sounds pretty good.
Now, look, this time, we're going to try really hard not to be, because the first few minutes has been really shit. So we'll try really hard not to be as shit as usual, right? And I am looking at you when I'm saying that. Because those two incidents just then were annoying and bad to listen to, which is sort of like the two things that are bad.
Is it sort of three strikes and I'm out? Because to be fair, like you could say,
if it was three strikes and you were out, you'd be out already.
I've lowered the bar, so it can only go up from here. So that's good.
The bar is currently on Australia. Yeah, but it remains there. That's the problem. We can't. People say that. But you can either go up or stay as shit as you always were. And I think that's what we're going to do, especially if your input is to be anything to go by.
That's not really my strategy, but, you know.
And speaking of idiots, let's talk about the Patreon, right? Because, if you do pledge on Patreon, you've got to be some sort of mental.
Well, I don't know, man.
But
we're a show for the people, you know.
For about 8 people, yeah. But look, that said, if you do pledge at £5 or above, you're clearly not an idiot.
No, exactly.
Because you are contributing to the best show in this room. And Kate has gone and done that. She pledges at the playable character tier on Patreon, which is £5 or more, which makes her the greatest person who ever lived, I would say.
Exactly.
And if you want to be like that, patreon.com/Lucky and Wild. Shall we do the show?
It was a good day when, I found out. It was a good feeling. It's good to know that people enjoy what we're doing,
Not many people, no, but some people do.
Solid amount.
It's solid, right? It's unmoving. Right, let's do some feedback. What are you saying? So, Carty comes in. Last time we spoke about non-challenging games in the mail section. And we spoke about how in Stardew is just, you always succeed. There's no friction. It's and that makes it dull for us. Carty says, could not agree more with that Stardew Valley take, by the way.
Oh, that's
clearly
good.
A man of culture.
Yeah.
But Dr. Mumson says you can lose. You can lose your loved ones and house. But if that's it, you know what I mean? Is that it? Because you could start a save of 4 houses. I mean, what the fuck is
It's very hard to do both of those things.
It sounds like a bit of copium there, mate. If you like the game, that's fine. But, seriously, it is just... I don't know, it's dull. You don't do much. You can lose your loved ones. Yeah, sure. But then those characters are so paper thin anyway, so who gives a shit?
I guess it's kind of fun if you want to be, really creative with your farm and stuff.
If you just want to make more efficient ways of planting vegetables, maybe.
Yeah, but then what do you do with the money you gain from
Plant more fucking vegetables, bruh.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, Stardew is bad. Carty, you are correct. Dr. Munson. Look, I'm glad you enjoy. And look, we're only saying from our tastes we don't like that type of shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you like a cozy game, it is quite with a bit of thought. Then
But like cozy games for me are things that are familiar, comfortable, and have those sort of comforting routines in them. Games that are labelled as being
Until Dawn or something.
No, I'd say probably Resident Evil and Dark Souls are my go-to.
Yeah.
Because they've just got a familiar, repetitive loop that is always rewarding, right? But games that brand themselves as cozy.
I was going to ask you that. Yeah, what do you think of that? What do you think of?
Well, I think it's just that what is comforting to you is very personal, isn't it?
Yeah, because those sort of cozy games that they label as cozy are very uncozy.
And I think Stardew Valley is that for a lot of people. Like they see it and think, "Oh, that looks comforting," but for me, it's just mindless. And I feel like playing a Dark Souls game and just exploring. Okay, maybe the bosses aren't they're not comforting, but
I do like.
But I like the walking around, finding new secrets, all of that shit. And I don't know. Yeah, Stardew sucks. It's not cozy to be fair. That's kind of the opposite of cozy to me because it feels like a waste of time. If I spent a day playing that, I would feel like less relaxed. I feel stressed.
It's sort of a very work based.
Yeah. That's exactly it. That is it for feedback. Shall we do some news?
All right. Yeah.
Show us your. Dead or Alive 6 releases with 321 DLCs. Now listen, we were hyped for this. The trailer looked good. But what did I say? No talking.
No, I was just agreeing.
Move away from your mic slightly. Just speak up and
Sorry, I was a bit itchy.
I was just a bit itchy. Why do they need to know? Don't say that.
I was just telling you. But
this podcast is so incompetent. Anyway, let me just because I was just
agreeing with you. We were both excited, isn't it?
Yeah. Go on, you say something about it.
No, I was just like...
No, I'm talking over you. See? What?
No, I was just agreeing with you. So it's like, yeah, I was excited, man. You were excited. We were excited, yeah. We were going to buy... we were going to buy it day one,
We were. And actually, to be fair, what did I say at the time? That's what I was going to say before you interrupted me. When we saw the trailer, what did I say? Anyone can make a trailer look good, right?
Yeah,
you could make a good trailer for a mediocre game quite easily, and that's what they did. I mean, they promised it was going to be like the definitive edition. To me, definitive edition comes with all the shit, right?
Does, yeah.
That's what it should be anyway. And in this particular case, it didn't. Probably a good game, but it launched, and obviously Team Ninja dropped that trailer that we really liked the look of. But we both thought that this one would contain all the characters and, maybe the costumes, although fair enough if they didn't include those, but sort of not fair enough. But anyway, the game launched, as I said, with 321 DLCs, and the big problem with this is that I wouldn't mind if it was all I still wouldn't mind a bit. But if it was all cosmetic stuff, I might have still bought it. But 28 of the 321 DLCs are characters who you cannot unlock in the game, all of whom cost £6. So that would be, what would it be, £180 to unlock all of them?
Well, so you have to it's the same problem as the OA6 though.
The original version, the OA6. Yeah, so it would be, so if you want to spend £180 on a game, just to get all the characters, this is for you.
I mean, I don't. Over time, I probably would have, but I don't know.
Over time, but you're not even going to play it to begin with. So over time, no, you would not have.
In a fighting game, generally,
Yeah, because with Street Fighter 6, I never bought the packs. I just bought what characters interested me at the time. But then, realistically, if I wanted to buy all the packs of the characters, it wouldn't cost 180 quid. Still would be quite a lot, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's just shit. It's shit that this is the way fighting games are now. We used to just unlock them in the game. But now you don't. Even with Street Fighter 4, which had online modes, that you unlocked them all in the game. But nowadays, we've got 321 DLCs. So, surprising absolutely fucking nobody, the game's going to just die, isn't it?
It will, yeah. I mean, they could have injected a lot of life back into the game, but that was probably their intention. But
unfortunately, they killed it with meaningless DLC and stripping away content from the game. That is not the final edition. That's not the definitive edition, in my opinion.
Do you reckon Itagaki's rolling in his grave?
Yes, with jiggle physics.
Yeah, definitely.
Fan-made Ocarina of Time project shuts down after 10 years of development. So a developer called Kryzen has spent the last 10 years remaking Ocarina of Time from scratch. And following the announcement of Nintendo's second remake of Ocarina of Time for the Switch 2, he stopped working on it. And just an aside here, people are like, I want an Ocarina of Time remake. They did it. They did it already. It was on the 3DS. It was quite good. But it had all the same problems that the original did.
Yeah, so...
Very empty areas in that game.
So maybe a full remake is necessary, but you...
Yeah, but they're not going to fix it.
No, they're not, because also Link's Awakening was not fixed, and, you know...
Yeah, but it's just still going to feel dated. I can guarantee you that. Yeah. So if they did already remake it, it was on the 3DS. Just letting everyone know that. But anyway, so this fan-made remake. Now, I've seen this posted everywhere about this guy shutting down his project after 10 years, and it's not exactly what it seems. If you do a bit of digging, you'll realise there's a bit more to this. So Kryzen was not driven by pure passion. People paid him on Patreon to continue development on his remake of Ocarina of Time. So he's making money off of this. In exchange, he would allow people to play early builds. So you had to pay him to play the versions of the game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if he wants to really get into it and spend a lot more time making it, then I guess he's going to need to get some compensation for it, innit? Maybe just work a part-time job and just do that for a while, innit?
Well, that's sort of putting it in a very charitable way, because I actually believe there's a bit more to this. So, because interestingly, right, everyone who played the builds reported them playing like absolute shit, even 10 years in. And you saw the videos, right? It looked good in the videos, but this is him not really stress testing it like a real player would. He's playing it exactly as you would expect, and so the things he's coded are working, right?
I'm making it look like a competent game.
Exactly. He also imported in extra characters and shit for high rollers on his Patreon. So, like, you could have Star Fox in the game. If you paid over a certain amount, you could have Captain Falcon, like shit like this.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Now, his Patreon has been going for 10 years, but, like, 10 years, right?
He's probably...
Like, all the work in terms of, like, ideation is already done for him, right? He's remaking the game. How has it taken him 10 years?
It's not really, to be honest. There's probably large parts of it where he wasn't doing anything.
That too, but let's be honest, right? Why wasn't it finished? It's because he made a living off of it, off his Patreon, right?
Yeah.
People were paying him to continue development. So now he doesn't share on his Patreon how much he was making, but according to some fans, he was working on it all day, every day. So it should have been done by now, right? And he even sold the models and areas from his remakes as asset packs too. And let's be honest, if he finishes the game, then the money stops coming in. Because he can't charge for the actual finished game. He can charge on Patreon and just say, I'm a game developer, pay me for whatever.
Maybe you should just remake Majora's Mask and just carry on, innit? I mean, yeah.
Then he can still make fistfuls of cash, yeah.
Do you reckon Nintendo would probably be angry if they found out that he's making money off of their property? Yeah.
Well, this is it. Other people were saying that he shut down his Patreon because he was scared. Now they're actually re-releasing Ocarina of Time. He was scared that they would come after him, which is fair. But yeah, he had a vested interest in not finishing the project and would just work nebulously on it for 10 years. So,
which is the better? I wonder which would be the better one as well. It's tough. They're both like
probably the Nintendo one, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
because people say this one was like buggy as shit. Anyway, somehow he managed to avoid detection from Nintendo all this time, but of course, with the impending remake, he shut down shop for good. And but especially the fact that he was charging for his work, right? If he was just making it for free, he'd probably still get the cease and desist around now, but it's probably best that he did it, especially with how bad Nintendo have been recently with trying to ruin people's lives when they try to make Nintendo stuff more playable.
They've really been like trying to make examples out of people for like emulating Star Fox on the SNES or whatever.
Bang out as though, mate. You can't do that. You cannot. That's a crime. Yeah. Emulation is a crime. I will not condone it. Sonic the Hedgehog ARG trains AI on your data. So earlier this week, Sega revealed the Chaos Hunt alternative reality game. Now, I neither know nor care what this game is about, but to put it briefly, you get to decipher various things to hunt for Chaos Emeralds. So, like...
Sounds a bit shit, man.
It does sound a bit shit, like all Sonic games, really. But some neckbeard virgins, I mean Sonic fans, dug around the website.
I'm a Sonic fan.
virgin, dug around the website and found that when you confirm that you want to join, quote unquote, join the hunt, it opens a text box where you have to enter your data. And at the bottom in small print, it says, "Uh-oh, that pesky Robotnik wants to use your data to train our proprietary AI models. Do you consent?"
Okay, yeah, I don't trust Robotnik, first of all.
Never trust him. He's a bad guy. We know that. Yeah. But no, it doesn't really say that. But it does ask you to consent to train using your data, basically train their AIs. So that's cool. Now, this literally isn't an interesting news story because it's about Sonic. However, it is funny, right, that Sonic has always been a pro-nature, anti-technology series.
Yeah,
right?
Has, yeah.
And now it's being used to train Sega AI using your data. I think that is
It's quite sad. I mean...
Maybe Robotnik has become real and is now working at Sega.
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool.
That would explain everything, right?
It would, yeah, because he does like to control things. But, I mean, a shame on Sega, really, to be honest, you know?
Well, it's been downhill for them. I mean, like, the creator of Sonic is in jail or something now, isn't he, for doing, what was it, insider trading?
Yeah.
And, you know, Yu Suzuki is never going to finish the Shenmue. Now Sega's trying to train their AI. I mean, it's mad. Sega's not what it used to. It wasn't ever really much, but it's not what it used to be.
What's he talking about?
Mega Drive, rubbish. Dreamcast, rubbish. Sega Saturn, rubbish.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm just joking. They're all good consoles, but but Sega has always been playing catch up a little bit, and now it's the same thing.
I mean,
it's still the same thing.
When were they playing catch up?
Well, when they released the console that was not as good as the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but they were still releasing like really good arcade games and that at the time, innit?
Like what? What's a good game on a Genesis?
Well, on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, what's one good game?
One good game, like Streets of Rage.
No, not taking Streets of Rage out of it. What's one good game?
Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
You did name a Sonic game, and as we know, they're not good.
They are great.
They're not good. Steam Machine prices and spec are released. So the Steam Machine, or the GameCube, as it's become known, is releasing...
Dynamite Heady.
Is releasing with the first batch of consoles being sent on the 29th of June. So rather than... Comic Zone. So rather than release loads of consoles to the world, as is tradition, Valve are doing it in waves. So it's more like a continuous process of Streets of Rage 1.
Great game.
Of reservations and batches being sent out. Valve says they did this to prevent scalpers from hoovering them up. But let's talk about the spec, right? Sure. Now, I'll read this out and you tell me if you know what any of this means, right? So we've got semi-custom AMD Zen 4 6C12T up to 48 gigahertz 30 WTDP.
So
it's got one of those in there.
So for the Steam Machine?
No, it's for the sandwich.
Okay, yeah.
Right, we're talking about what did you think it was good? What?
Yeah, because you were saying about the GameCube, I was just making sure that it was like we're talking about these.
Yeah, so when I started the news story and I was saying Steam Machine and GameCube and Steam Machine and that.
Yeah.
That should have been your first hint, really.
I was just being sure, like we were talking about just the GameCube's powers, isn't it?
As opposed to
like comparing the GameCube, Steam Deck, PS5.
So when I said let's talk about the spec.
All right, yeah.
And I mentioned previously, I said Steam Machine several times. What you thought I was talking about the PS5?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I thought we were going to be comparing some things, innit? But
right. So I said let's talk about the spec. I was referring to the Steam Machine, the subject of the conversation.
All right, let's jump in. All right.
Well, I'm not going to say it again. Let's just move on to the.
Is that the graphics card?
No. Let's just move on to the graphics card. So that is a semi-custom AMD RDNA 3 2CU 2.5 gigahertz sustained clock. If you thought it was not going to be sustained, if it was a regular one, you are mistaken. But it has got 110 WTDP, 8 gigabyte GDDR6. So are you as excited for the 110W as I am?
Well, basically, what I will say is that it's probably a bit more powerful than a PS5.
Wrong. I don't know what any of this means. I'm going to be honest with you, but
but I just heard word on the street, you know.
But people are saying that it is PS4 Pro level. Now, I don't claim to know what semi-custom and AMD RDNA means, but what I do know is that people who know what they're talking about have said that it's PS4 Pro, right? I don't know if that's true. right? But that's what the word on the actual street is, not just stuff you've made up in your head.
Not on Sesame Street. Yeah.
That's where you learn everything, isn't it? And PS4 Pro is not bad. That's a good machine. That's a decent machine. But
it's all right.
It is last gen.
Yeah, I mean, you'd want it to compete with the PS5, really, to be honest.
Well, yes.
Actually, probably like blow it out of the water, if anything.
Maybe something like that. And for the price, well, bear in mind it is a console, not a PC. But for the price, it may not actually be worth it because the prices are, frankly, outrageous. Now, just to confirm, Sean, we are talking about the Steam Deck price here, not the price of a Game Boy or something.
Steam Deck.
Steam machine. Fuck. All right, fair enough. You got me. Right, so the 512 gigabyte model, how much do you reckon? That's 512 gigabytes. That is half a terabyte.
That's messed
pathetic,
up.
Right?
Yeah.
But how much GBP we talking on that bad boy?
Probably like 900 quid, sadly.
879.
It's messed up.
Now, bear in mind, what if you want a Steam machine 512 gigabyte and a Steam controller?
If it was like
So that one don't even come with a controller. They're just assuming you're going to have an Xbox controller lying around.
I mean,
which we all do.
Most of us do, yeah.
Gone in with the controller?
Like about 1,050.
Close, 938. Now let's just go to the top end. Say you want 2 terabytes, which is basically a normal amount of storage nowadays. That's normal, right? And a Steam controller. We're talking £1,208.
No.
1,200. You could build a gaming PC if you were careful about it and source the parts from disparate sources. You could probably build a better gaming PC for that amount.
And if you knew a guy who could build them, or if you learned yourself, I mean,
it's easy nowadays.
Yeah. It is.
So
but like, imagine. I think if the Steam machine launched at I don't know, the same price the Steam Deck was when it released, that would be probably the best. This is probably what it's worth.
That would never happen. If it was 500,
right, 500.
I think that would be fair.
Yeah, all right.
I think that'd be absolutely... Yeah, all right, I'll take one. I'll take 10. I think that would be fair, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think.
Don't you think?
I agree. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's gutting, to be honest with you, because I was looking forward to this.
Yeah, same.
And if it was an affordable price, I would have got one. My wife wanted to get back into gaming. She wants to play games with us, and it's like, but she's more of a console person. But like nowadays, it's like I don't know if I'd want a PS5 because it just feels a bit more limited than PC gaming, especially with the slow releases that you get on Switch 2, PS5, all of this shit. But
it just feels very restricted.
Yeah, and the Steam machine I think was something that I was looking forward to because I don't want a top end with it, but I wanted something mildly competitive, like a downgrade for the convenience. You know what I mean? At a reasonable price.
Yeah, exactly.
We're at the point now with the industry where there's going to become a point where all of us are just going to go, well, we can't afford new hardware. And I think there was a recent thing where it was a leak, and I don't know how true this is, but apparently developers have been being told, there's like a mode on PS5 which is like I don't know what you call it, not performance, but it would be performance over beauty,
mode.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's sort of an inbuilt mode for developers where it's like performance mode where you can sort of downgrade everything and make your game run better, right? Like for developers, I'm putting that terribly, but you get what I mean. Apparently Sony have been quietly sort of telling developers, maybe develop your games on performance mode because of the huge performance of the Switch 2 and for handhelds that are like less powerful than PCs and modern consoles, right? Sony are going around telling people when PS6 is coming out, it's going to be a little bit of a downgrade. So maybe think about that. Apparently, they've been telling people this.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So the chances are PS6 will be a hybrid console like the Steam Deck that is worse spec than the PS5 because top spec things are now too expensive for people to afford. That's a rumor I've heard. I don't know if it's true. But
sounds about right though, really.
But this is like even Valve was saying this isn't the price point we wanted to release at, and if people are going to be priced out, then developers are going to have to develop for existing hardware, and even hardware manufacturers are going to have to make things using existing hardware, right, or old components because it's getting silly.
It is, yeah. Just because
to get the optimal experience, not like you're having to spend 1,200 quid on a console. That's insane.
I mean, definitely bought our PCs at the right time, just before all this happened.
Right before. I mean, it's crazy. We're so lucky. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm literally like, and apparently there's like with a lot of components, they're now locked in price wise for the next 5 years. So that's it. Stick with what you got, everyone, because nobody can afford consoles anymore.
No, sadly not. I've got my PC and my Steam Deck though, so that's that'll do me for about 5 years.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. But you would have upgraded it within the next 5 years, maybe, if not for the prices of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just sticking with what I got.
I think so. I probably would have upgraded in about 5 years, but I'll probably, I'll probably see if it starts making really loud noises, I might have to.
Doesn't that worry the shit out of you though? That now, if one of your devices broke, how are you going to afford to repair it?
I don't know. It'd be so much
new
cash.
Parts. Exactly. Yeah. Fat man hosts Valorant pub. So everyone knows Big John. He's a YouTuber famous for killing himself slowly with food. He does shorts where he will order a ridiculous amount of takeaway, and you don't really see him eat it, but the evidence is clear. You look at the man. Yeah. That is a normal order for him.
He loves an ale. He loves the Chinese. Also, he's also famous for doing his favourite Chinese order, like really quick, like he can just remember the whole thing. It was
chicken chow mein, pork chow mein, chicken spicy balls. I can't even do it, but he'll list it off so fast. He's so used to ordering Chinese, and he'll just get his order, he'll pick it up, and he'll go bosh. That's it. That's his whole thing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But for some fucking reason, Valorant decided for the Valorant World Finals or some shit recently that they were going to open a sort of pop-up Valorant-themed pub, and that Big John would host the event. I doubt he plays or even knows what Valorant is, but he was there announcing the matches, announcing a new map that was added to the game, presumably saying "Bosh" as he was doing it.
Yeah, quite a lot, I reckon.
3 pie, 2 mash jelly deals.
Yeah, he was. He's from East London. I mean, if you think of East London, you unfortunately might think of him. So, they were deep in East London. I don't think it was the World Finals of Valorant, because it was in some.
But that's quite a big event. It must have been for something big.
It would have been, yeah, because they did have a new character reveal there and a new map reveal. I mean, I wanted to go We
did, but we missed it by 2 days. I just wanted to go just to see what it was like, just because I wanted to see what is his involvement going to be in that, because that's mental.
Yeah.
Why him? I guess when you think of British bloke, that's who you think of. Big fat guy, fellow who drinks too much lager and eats too much takeaway, right?
Yeah.
I mean that he is pretty British, so they just thought, well, who's the most British person we know? It's him. Let's do a Valorant pub with him hosting it. But I would want him pulling the pints.
Yeah,
and handing out snacks and that, and saying bosh and that.
Yeah.
But I doubt it would have. I think he would have been in a green room and occasionally come out and be like, "It's Team Solo Mid versus Cloud9, bosh."
Do you reckon he might play Valorant though?
Have you seen the size of him?
Oh, I suppose.
If he does play Valorant, he cannot play it well. Moving his arm across the desk to move the mouse must be like a workout for him.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of noise.
And look, we're not fattest. He is. Let's go. Come on, that's a good joke.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you. Right.
So it would have been good to go and see Big John doing his thing, which is I don't know.
I'd just like to see him list foods.
Like Bosh and
listing foods and that. He's got an easy career for himself. Yeah, he eats food. He's going to die the way he wanted to.
Yeah.
And not on the field of Valorant, because he couldn't play it. He'd have a heart attack. That is it for the news. You got any more news? You contributed much into this, or are you letting me do all the work as usual?
I haven't got any news, but the DOA one I gave to you.
You did, yeah. He did send me on WhatsApp, but I had to type up all the notes.
And a couple of others, but it's alright.
Well, whatever. But anyway, let's do
whatever.
Let's get on with what we've been playing.
What's your game?
Alright, so next month we've got VS Fighting. We're going to be competing in Guilty Gear, Granblue Fantasy Versus, and Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yeah, man, we are. Although, you haven't really played any Granblue at all. So.
Oh, I played it, boy. I played that game, boy.
When?
Yeah, look, I'm looking forward to Guilty Gear, and as a result, I've been really practicing it a lot. Nice. And, you know, I've been playing with the people at uni, and this is sort of the main focus for this time, I guess, because something happened, ladies and gentlemen. I won a tournament, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
That's all we need to say on the matter. I won a tournament.
Well, you won a tournament of people. Like you, I mean, was it a tournament? I mean, is it a tournament though? Yeah,
it was a tournament. There was a tournament bracket. I went into the tournament. I won it. Should we leave that story there?
But is it not like sort of, I don't know, like invite like Mike Tyson to, I don't know, like, you know, just get.
So I'm like Mike Tyson of Guilty Gear. That's nice, man. That's very kind of you to say. Look, all that matters about this particular story is that
you know, you won some matches.
I won some matches. I won a tournament. I am now a champion of something.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, only about 3 people in that room had actually played the game. But is that my fault?
No, it's their fault, really.
It's their fault for not showing up earlier.
The game did exist for a long time before that. So
now, but here's the funny thing, right? Right. I sort of went into that tournament expecting to win, and I don't mean to... Is that your phone making that noise?
Oh, sorry. I was putting my... Yeah, so... No.
Oh, that's come from out there. But anyway, I did enter the tournament sort of half expecting to win. Now, it was a tournament organised...
Half expecting?
Well, because there are 2 other players in the tournament who are actually genuinely very good, right? Yeah. My mate Tommy and my mate Matt, and they both entered the tournament as well. Now, Tommy's probably the best player at our uni aside from me, right? The tournament organiser put me against Tommy in the first round so that it wouldn't just be everyone getting smashed by the both of us. But it had the opposite effect, because what happened is we did double elimination. I beat Tommy. I then went through murking everyone on winner's bracket. Tommy went to loser's bracket and went through murking everyone on loser's bracket. So the very thing that the organiser was trying to avoid happened, because me and Tommy ended up in the final. The 2 best players were in the final. But, you know, I guess that's how it should have been. What was funny, though, was that our friend Matt, he's a really, really good player, but he sort of choked a bit on the day.
Oh, yeah.
He got murked by somebody who'd never played the game before, just spamming projectiles with Unica.
It happens to the best of us, to be honest.
It does. I choke like nobody's business. That's a fact. But what was funny is that I've never seen him so angry. He's usually quite calm, languid sort of guy. But he turned around and he's like, "He was on this much health, bro!" And he was like so angry.
Yeah, the pressure and the excitement, though, you know.
But that guy who beat him using only the projectiles was like, "I figured it out. I'm just going to press spam this one move." And then I went up against him, and the tournament organiser was like, it was our tutor Scott, but he was like, right, Harrison, don't pick your main. We want this to be entertaining. So I picked Abba instead, and I fucking destroyed that guy. And it was so funny because they were like, you cannot pick your main. But I was like, I know all of the characters a little bit. And I'm fairly certain I could beat people that have never played the game before. You know what I mean?
What else are you going to do? Just probably not show up or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But the most interesting thing about this, the most interesting thing is that I'm now a champion. Like I'm a Guilty Gear champion. That's a fact, right?
I suppose you won a tournament.
I won a tournament. Just don't take this away from me, man. I won a tournament. I win tournaments. Tournament.
Yeah, you win. Yeah, you do. I mean,
I win tournament.
Yeah.
But no, what was interesting about this?
To be fair, you could sort of say that to Birmingham to intimidate people.
All right, mate. Nice to meet you, Bloke Chan's tournament winner. Yeah, Guildford champion. Actually, I'm probably not, but look, because right. Let's just talk about one thing, right? We've been going to a little tournament in Guildford quite a lot.
Well, by the way.
No, I'm not. No, not that one.
Not that
no,
one.
Not that one. Not that. The other one. A very, very different one.
Oh yeah, on the other side of town.
Yeah, like the other side of town. But let's just, for example, let's just say there's tournament organisers out there that do it for a hobby once a month. That
even a living, really.
Yeah, making a living off it, really, taking a lot of money from people, baby. And
imagine if
what happens. Let's just say what happens at those tournaments. If you're making loads of moolah, you'd expect it to move along quite nicely, wouldn't you?
Well, if there's a queue of about 50 people giving you like fistfuls of cash.
Yeah. So that's at least a tenner from everybody. You'd expect it to move along quite nicely, wouldn't you? And we're not naming any names. We're not saying which tournament it is.
Yeah, but you're paying for a service, I guess. But
you're paying for a service. No, but when you get there,
do you know what? If I did it for the first time, I would not be very good, though.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't, would you? If you did it for the first time. But what about the what we on now? 16th time? No, it's not that tournament. It's a different one. But 16th time, would you expect it to run smoothly? Not just smoothly, but all right, right? How long would you expect to wait between games?
Well, not like an hour or two.
Not an hour or two. 3 hours? No, not that. That would be mental, wouldn't it? Especially if you were charging for it, that would be mental.
Well, and you had several staff members.
You had several people helping out as well, unpaid, obviously, because the cash is all for you, isn't it? But the thing is that you would think you keep games moving along a fair whack. And look, listen. Here's a little tip: if you're organising a tournament, right? Actually, we went to this Guilty Gear tournament at uni, right?
Yeah.
You've got like 20 young people entering a tournament.
Sounds bad.
Yeah. Oh, could go very badly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And not only that, some of them are off playing fucking Mario Kart and Guitar Hero.
Well, nah.
So here's what Scott did.
And it's like went to a screeching halt, and you had to wait 2 hours.
No. No, because there's actually a really easy solution. And shout out to Scott who organised it because he did a really fucking good job, right? Oh. And what he did is he just went. He saw somebody playing Mario Kart off in the corner doing fuck all, and it was the time for his match, and he would just stand up and go. So say their name. Let's say, for example, his name is George. You just go, George, it's time for your match. Stop playing that. Come over here.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
And do you know what? We were never waiting for... There was always a game being played on the TV.
Seems difficult.
Never waited once. And this guy, well, he was being paid to be there, to be fair. But he actually put the work in.
Technically, I mean, the tournament was free, though. I mean,
tournament was free for us to enter, but the tutor who organised it was being paid to be there.
Yeah, but he was already being paid. He was just doing a nice thing for the people.
That's true. Gave up his time. Now, so it is right. Now, let's just say, for example, I just want to say that was really well run, and shout out to Scott. But look, now let's think about those other tournaments we were talking about earlier. When you're waiting for your game, what do you expect to see the tournament organizer doing? Organising, maybe.
Well, I don't know, just like sitting there, staring up vacantly into the distance.
No, but he is running the stream, so.
Oh yeah.
No, but it's weird.
But the stream's not on.
No, it's not yet, is it? Because it only runs during the finals.
Figuratively, I mean.
Yeah, and you know it's weird as well because if you look over
I'm
there,
sort of getting into this sort of like I don't know
fake universe. But it's funny because if you look over there and you see nothing happening on the stream, what's he doing?
Don't know.
Sort it out. But yeah, just to say that it's actually
that's good advice for tournament.
It's actually fucking easy to run a tournament.
It's not, but.
No, but to get people to come and play their fucking games is not hard.
No.
And you can keep it running. I'm not asking for the smoothest possible fucking experience, right? Like when we played at VS Fighting, for example, we're not naming what tournament we're talking about, but when we played at VS Fighting, for example, you're waiting what? Once pools start and your pool is announced, what you waiting? 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? There were times where I really wanted to go for a cigarette, but I couldn't because we knew it would be soon because they keep things running. Yeah. It doesn't have to be as smooth as the one we played at uni, but just slightly smoother.
No, I think South Battle Opera, like for the most part, was smooth, but there were parts where it like stopped for a bit but then everyone worked it out together.
Once they worked it out, things just ran smoothly. Yeah, South Battle Opera was really good. If you want to go to a tournament and you live in the Portsmouth area, fucking excellent. If you want to go to Guildford, you could go to
I don't know where you go, really.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Well, we'll come back to that later. Maybe we'll have some suggestions later. Yeah. If we remember any good tournaments that are run well, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
God, racking my brain. Right, let's get on to our individual games. Sean, I played Fatal Fury City of the Wolves.
Oh yeah, you were telling me. You said you were keeping it a secret. What's going on, man?
So fucking right. Look, we were down the pub the other day, listeners, And we were chatting about the fact that Guilty Gear is the best of the fighting games out there at the moment that are played, right?
Yeah,
that's just the fact.
It's really
but
good.
Most people aren't playing their favourite fighting game as their main fighting game at the moment because they need to play one that has players, and our favourite is Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Now, we spoke about on episode 1 of this how there are still cunts out there going, oh, but I can get games no problem, and all of this bollocks. And it's like, you look at the Steam numbers, it's mostly sub 100 players at this moment, right? So I'm like, they are lying.
And there's probably 100 or like a couple of hundred maybe at peak times. But peak time's probably about half an hour, I'd say.
It is about that, yeah. Now this is it. I just wanted to just test it out because we were saying that if we could consistently get games, that's what we'd be playing.
Definitely, yeah.
I logged onto it. I consistently got games.
Okay.
But I have a suspicion. Yeah. I think, the amount of Saudi money that has been put behind this, right?
Yeah.
And they're desperate to keep it going. So I think the people that say they're getting games, they aren't lying. But I think there's bots. I 100% think there's bots on the online mode.
Well,
I was playing ranked, Sean.
You're an expert, so I'd say...
I'm not an expert.
Well,
I'll play it.
You went to a regional... Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
sorry.
You're Fatal Fury
I thought you meant on game development.
So could you tell that they were fighting bot-like?
That was it. It was partly that, and it was during basically when you're doing in the footsies / neutral stage, you will notice that players will do the thing where they sort of shuffle around and wait for an opportunity, wait for you, and CPUs never ever do that, right?
No, they don't.
I noticed of the 10 to 20 matches I played, that was it. It was sort of like, where they're always doing something. Yeah. They're always doing something. It's like that's CPU behavior, and then all of the names of the people that I saw were like tarnished Greg.
Turtle 88.
Yeah, things like that. But it was like all Western names, like Tarnished Greg, Angry John, like Fighting Greg.
Okay.
And I was like, this is weird because they're not playing in a human-like manner, and I'm getting games consistently. And I just had the Steam charts on the other screen, and I was like, it says there's 25 people online. How am I, especially when you get to higher ranks in that game, right? And I can't remember what I am in, the equivalent to Platinum last time we played, right? When you get to higher ranks, the player count is even less. So how am I getting games? Well, I'm waiting 2-3 seconds for a game.
No, yeah.
And the queues are long, not much longer, but longer than that, even on Street Fighter 6.
I mean, I'm always sort of tuned into the fighting game news, so I sort of know that people aren't playing it.
They absolutely aren't. I mean,
only the pros play it, really.
That's it.
Just because, again, because of the Saudi money.
And even they don't play it in ranked. They play in specific groups and training and coaches and stuff like this. It's so I think I hope I'm wrong about that, but I think they've put bots into ranked modes.
I think you're probably right.
Sad. Sean, do you want to go do one of your games?
Well, you can do your last one if you.
I've got 2, but I'll do.
You just do yours and I'll do mine.
All right, I'll do Resident Evil 4 Remake. Now, I can keep this one brief. This is the second time I played it. I am trying to train in Guilty Gear for VS Fighting this year, but I got really unwell recently because my wife made cookies with eggs that were expired and didn't tell me.
Yeah, she poisoned you a bit.
She poisoned me a bit, yeah. So that's nice. So I thought what I'd do is I'd play something familiar, comfortable. I've played the original Resident Evil 4 about 20 million times. Originally, when I played the remake, I bounced off it and didn't finish it, so I just thought I'll sit down, finish it, and then collect my actual thoughts about it. If you like the original Resident Evil 4 but a bit shitter, that's what this is. The trouble is, Capcom have been on an absolute roll with their remakes, right? The 3 remake and 2 remake understood what was special about those games and brought that to the forefront while fixing some of the things that made those games a bit shit, right?
Yeah, they did. They did it really well as well. They're not like my favourite games or anything.
They're my favourite games.
Anymore, but they used to be honest.
They are my favourite games.
I think they did a good jobs.
But
They
did good jobs. But I think Resident Evil 4, the original, if somebody told me that was their favourite game of all time, I'd be like, fair enough, good pick.
Yeah,
it's a near perfect game. But like, look,
I loved it back in the day.
But everyone says the original holds up. So it didn't really need a remake. The original... It's
like Gussie, I guess.
I don't know, but like, I'd just say play the original version that's on Steam. You can play it at 1080p. It still looks nice.
Okay, yeah.
It still plays really fucking well. And to be honest, like, the only thing in Remake that is quote-unquote fixed is the controls.
Yeah.
All the rest of it, there's certain things...
The controls are already sort of better than the previous entries.
People cannot fathom there was a time when non-standardized controls led to more fun in games, right? People just think that you have to have a standardized control method for games that have shooting in them, and you don't. Resident Evil 4, okay, it still used tank controls, but the game was made with those in mind, right? As a result, this remake, when you're playing with the new modernized controls, you know that first bit in the village where you're besieged by all those people until the bell rings, right?
Yeah.
One of the most tense and brilliant segments in a game ever. A perfect section, right? And it was made with the tank controls in mind, to the point where I played this on hardcore, right? I played the remake on hardcore because it said for experienced Resident Evil fans, right? It actually says if you played the original, play it on hardcore. It was a breeze. The first bit of the game is like, because it wasn't made with those controls in mind, you're just mowing people down like a mad cunt.
You might have to just hop on Workshop then, I guess. If they go Workshop and like...
For what reason?
Like, just to get a better difficulty.
Yeah, I'm sure there are mods like that, yeah.
Maybe just chuck in a couple of dinosaurs as well.
Do get some Dino Crisis action up in there. But, yeah, I mean, so it's weird but the game does eventually get somewhat difficult towards the end when you have all the gear. But it's sort of the opposite curve that a Resident Evil usually has. You usually start out weak as shit, panicking all the time, and you end the game feeling like a fucking mercenary or something. And Resident Evil 4 Remake sort of has the opposite problem because of the controls and for many other reasons. But overall, as well, like, they took some of the campiness out of it. There's still a bit, but they took a fair bit out. And I think overall the game, it's good. It's like still like an 8 out of 10, but it's just like, but it left me feeling a bit empty and uninspired, where every time I've completed the original, I've gone, fucking hell, that was absolutely brilliant and is one of the best games. And this one's just sort of a bit more bland.
Yeah, well,
the old controls are great, especially on a fucking GameCube controller.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the GameCube, it was. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. Yeah, because Resident Evil 4 was probably the only one where I was like, they probably don't need a remake of this. I mean, 2 was probably the best one and the most needed, I think. I mean, I completed the original 2, but they did need a remake.
I think to be honest, fixed camera angles aren't necessarily a problem. Tank controls and fixed camera angles are a problem, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
And when they did the Resident Evil 1 remake, I felt like that was just fixed by having the directional based controls. It did lead to some goofiness when you go through one room to another, but it was fine.
And then you run backwards sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't know. It wasn't that bad.
No, it's fine. You can get used to it. I mean, yeah.
And the game still felt difficult, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
But I just felt like, look, 2 had some problems because it did have the tank controls and all of this, and the fixed camera angles. Same goes for Code Veronica. So I'm excited for that remake, but Resident Evil 4 remake it's a bit shit. And they took out that segment where all those zombies are driving that truck down a bridge, and it's just like, I know they're not zombies, by the way, listener, but anyway, yeah. So mid, I'd say. Oh, here's one thing I just wanted to mention about the game, right? Is that the upgrade system. You know, in the original, you could just like buy a gun. And then when you had enough money, you could just upgrade it. Well, they've locked certain upgrades behind doing missions, right? Missions, right?
Well, you're on a mission already.
You're on the important mission, saving the president's daughter, right? Now, here's the thing. In the remake, you'll go around the villages and you'll see little notices posted around. Can you help me clear out some rats from the basement?
Okay.
And you go and do them, and you get rewards for that. And so certain unlocks are like locked behind that.
But what if I don't want to do like Auntie Nora's washing up or whatever?
Well, here's the thing. The washing up is a problem, B,
it does keep piling up.
Like in the original, where, for example, my favourite gun in the game is the Red 9, right? I would buy it, I'd upgrade it, I'd buy the little stock so I could aim better with it, which is less useful in this version because of the change controls. But that means there was an upgrade that was previously you had to buy money for that's now locked behind this stupid fucking quest system, right?
Okay, like get 5 frogs or something.
Yeah, that type of shit, right? Yeah. And I'm like, well, first of all, that's dumb, and it fucks the game's entire economy. So by the end of the game, money is useless.
Also,
you would have bought everything that you can buy with money. You would have bought it by the end of the game.
But also, the game's very linear, so I don't really want to be like running about and that.
Backtracking through areas that were part of a linear story. Yeah, and not only that, who's posting these quests? Everyone in the village is a mental.
I suppose, yeah.
Because the only sane people in the entire place you interact with.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, like, what about the salesman?
And they've made him worse as well. He's like a bit of a... Well, he probably... I don't know, but, like, he doesn't say, what are you buying? He doesn't say it.
But, like...
There are certain...
It's unplayable.
Yeah, it's unplayable. I heard him say it, like, once, where you... But here it would just be like, greetings, stranger, and all of this. The guy who does the voice does it with 100% less character than the old guy did, and he doesn't even say the line. Say the fucking line. It's what he, and also, like,
I'm thinking he's the one that posted the missions, so he's the only one that could. Really.
That is implied in the thing, but he is travelling around this whole village unscathed, right? He's got more capability of doing the missions than Leon, Ada, fucking Ashley, or Louise has.
Well, seeing as though it's just constantly carrying your shit about, yeah.
He's carrying 10 rocket launchers and everywhere, and he manages to get around this village quicker than you do because he's always there when you get to the next place.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Look, but that's what I'm talking about. It's those little campy elements that they tried to make a bit more modernised and serious. And there's like, they've written like witty one-liners for Leon, but the person has no talent at doing it. And they were cringe before, but they're even more cringe now because they're not fully committing to the bit. And there's a point where, for example, like, you know when Ashley was on a high ledge in the old one, right? And you would have to catch her.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, here's an example of one of the witty one-liners, right? You don't have to do that anymore. After a while, she would just jump down by herself, right? And there's a point where I just walked off and was exploring, thinking I'll go and catch her in a minute. She jumps down and she goes, Leon, you can't leave me behind like that anymore. And he goes, what are you, my mom?
Oh, dear.
It's like, what is that? Like, it's nothing.
It doesn't even mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. It's stupid. And the whole game, that's the only example I can think of. But, like, do you see what I mean? Like, it was still functionally a very fun game to play, but it was just, a lot of the character was missing. And it's like, it didn't need fixing, unfortunately. If they'd have just gussied up and just put it exactly how it was, that would have been fine.
Yeah, it would have been. Like, yeah, I think so.
But that is it. The only other thing I played was a demo for a game called Slayblade. But I'll save that. I'll save that for next time.
I'm gonna blow up just like many planes in World War One. I'm gonna blow up just like Plymouth back in World War Two. I'm gonna blow up like the toilet when I drop a poo.
Sean, you mentioned in the pub the other day you've got a surprise game.
Yeah, I have.
He said to me the other
annoyingly though, like, it was going to be well sick as well because, like, I brought it up on the first episode of the podcast. Unfortunately now, like, sort of like you got me into a new hobby and that, so I spent all my money on this hobby, and now.
Wait, before we get into that, and we will. But I was there. But he said to me in the pub the other night, listeners, he was like, "I've got a surprise game, man. No, it's going to be fucking amazing." Go on, what is it?
So I'm only messing around, but I did actually have it. But I don't have the game.
What?
Because I spent all my money on Beyblades.
Right, so what do you mean I did actually have it, but I don't have the game? What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything.
Well, I wanted to, and then we spent our money on Beyblades.
Well, let's not... Right, but look, what was it?
What was game it? Adjacent.
What
gaming
was it?
Adjacent.
What was it?
Well, it finally went on sale, man.
What was it?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Did you buy it?
No.
Oh, because you buy. Oh, I would have been so hyped for you to play that, man.
Yeah, I know. So
that's an all-time fucking game.
It's also sort of like part of our backstory and that. So you know.
What? Because we used to play D&D.
No, because I've been we've been waiting for me to play it since it came out, and
That's true.
It's never gone on sale. You know, we talked about it on the first episode. You got to play it, man.
You have to. It's an all-timer game. You would absolutely love it.
I do want to.
I've never swam. I've never swam through 90 hours of game that quickly as I have with that game. I fucking loved it. You would love it. That is a shame that you did spend all your money on Beyblades, but
it's not. It's also not a shame.
It's also not a shame because Beyblades are fucking cool. Yeah, should we talk about it? It's not really a computer game, though, is it? We can't talk about Beyblades. No, but that's for our other podcast.
It's video. No, but you're always talking about new podcasts. But
I know, I am. But we've got so many podcasts on the fire that did so well, and now we're doing this one that nobody likes.
Everyone likes it, man.
Everyone who listens. Shout out to you three. Listen.
No, but
yes, Sean actually said the other day. So we got into Beyblades, right? And Sean, I just said we should do a new Beyblade podcast, and Sean actually replied, I was wondering how long it would take you for you to suggest that, but you came up right, and this is maybe a reason that we should do the Beyblade podcast. You came up with a great name for it, Hasbros.
Yeah, it's a good name. It's a good name.
It was better than my suggestion of Let It Pod, or whatever it was.
This will be our anchor, but no, I'm not doing a Beyblade.
We're doing a Beyblade podcast, bro. Yes, let's go.
But yeah, I spent quite a long time sort of building,
theory crafting your Beyblade deck.
Yeah.
I love this shit, man. I've been just reading into it and doing the same thing of coming up with new ideas for my deck and stuff. It's cool as shit, man. But they are children's toys. But I was telling Sean, listener, that basically Hasbro and Takara Tomy did basically this marketing push where they wanted adults to play Beyblades because they saw the direction, say, for example, Pokemon cards were going into, collecting Transformers. Adults are now doing the hobbies they did when they were kids, and they thought we'll cash in on this. So what they did is they did a Beyblade tournament with a prize that only an adult can use, a car. A guy won a car playing Beyblades. It became, global news, and now everyone's fucking playing it, including us. Yeah, and it's a hell of a lot of fun.
There's a big scene in the UK.
Now, we're going to a tournament on the 18th. But the funny thing is, I don't know why, but both of us felt like we couldn't take our video game names over, especially because yours is Benjamin Danklin. And I was like, the tournament we're going to is adults only.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, seniors. Yeah,
but seniors. I just thought it's a kid's hobby. I don't know if they'll let you in if you have a drug reference in your name. So what did you go for in the end?
Spinoculi, which is also
It's a reference to a pizza that you once ate.
Yeah, Spinoculi pizza,
because it was spinach or broccoli.
Yeah.
Because you wanted spin in the name. Now I had a lot of them. What was it? Spin Diesel, Spinderella. There were loads that I went through. Decided that my name would be Warlock Holmes.
Yeah, that is good. That is good. Although I do wish I went with either Mugger T or Benjamin Danklin, but I do like Spinoculi as well.
Spinoculi is so bad. It's so bad. But so Beyblades, they're cool.
They are cool. But yeah, that's basically why I didn't play Baldur's Gate, but I will get
that is excellent. This is how shit the podcast is, right? You finally had a bit of cash to play a really, really good AAA, well, not AAA, but a really, really good, big fucking release. And I would have loved to have heard your thoughts on it, but we have been smashing spinning bits of plastic together.
Well, there's that, but also I was moving, but now I'm sort of getting back into things. I've sort of been if we sort of jumped back into Guilty Gear the other day. This is where I've sort of started gaming again. So I'd
You just have been busy.
Yeah.
But that said, if you had Baldur's Gate on your Steam account right now, would you be playing that, or would you be practicing your launching techniques for the 18th?
Well,
it's a tough one, isn't it?
That and VS Fighting's coming up, so it's a bit tricky. So maybe I will. To be fair, before the next podcast, I will.
Do you want to tell people about your Beyblade deck? You want to? Sean went a bit ham. He got a customization pack. No, we can't talk about this. This is for the Beyblade podcast. You got a customization pack. You got a stadium. You got 3 Beyblades.
Yeah, I've got 3 Beyblades.
And then loads of extra parts. So what are you going for? What's your main attack one on that bad boy?
It's the Phoenix.
Saw Phoenix, yeah. And what sort of launcher are you rocking? See, this is like, in a sitcom where they do a soft pilot for something else like that. This is what we're doing now. So, yeah, what launcher you got on that bad boy?
String launcher.
String launcher, yeah.
See, no, we're not advertising nothing. It's not you.
Sean, how much fun are you having talking about Beyblades right now? Let's go. Let's sack this shit off. Let's do that.
Well, I'm like having.
So, string launcher, how are you finding it in comparison to winder launcher?
Quite stringy, I guess. No, it's really good because it's sort of.
Well, you can get a lot of speed, but you have to put less effort in. I mean, that is one of the great things about it. But
you can put more effort in.
But also, if you do have a strong arm, a winder launcher is going to be better.
Yeah, I'll go to the gym.
Did you see? No, but I showed Sean an image. There was an Indonesian tournament. Did you see the size of the cunt that won?
Well, oh yeah, it was massive, wasn't it? It was
like physical strength because you can launch them faster. The people we've seen some professionals. They train in the gym just pulling a weight. I was wondering. This guy had the biggest arms I've ever fucking seen.
It was sort of related to gaming as well. Like I did sort of wonder when you sort of go to the gym and that.
Me?
Yeah.
When would I go to the gym?
Well, like the Beyblades might convince you to finally go to the gym.
Just to practice, yeah, to train my launching arm. But I have successfully got you to what's your stamina one you got on that in your deck? Oh, no, but what if the competition listen to this, Sean? They're gonna be they're gonna know.
They're gonna be scared, aren't they?
Why are you looking in there? None of yours are in there. That's mine. No, well, that's Jesse's one.
I was just looking at like the bits.
Yeah. I even got my wife into playing it. We're doing a little. That's a good one. Yeah. Sean's looking at it right now. That's Sting. Yeah. That's Sting Unicorn. Got a 60th ratchet on there, and of course we've got a sort of balance bit. Very nice.
We've gone far too deep into this.
Yeah, It's been silly. We've been up right. We've got to stop it now. We've got to stop the Beyblade chatter.
That's basically why I haven't played Baldur's Gate. But I did also get another game I was interested in, and we talked about because I wanted to.
Right, sincerely, honestly, mate, look, I'm glad. I can't wait to hear what you got to say. If it is Worms Crazy Golf, we are going to move on. But it's not going to be that, is it? Because that would be a mental thing for you to have played.
I've played it. It's good. It's actually really fun.
Oh, right.
So that's why I wanted to actually talk about it, because you talked for like an hour about your game. So we're going to...
All right. I've played a lot. It's been a long month. I'll probably cut some of that out anyway. Whatever. Look, you shut up. You tell me about Worms Crazy Golf.
Okay, it is actually really good because it sort of combines, I mean, it's hard to describe, but the sort of satisfyingness of Worms mixed with golf is actually really good. I mean, to be fair, it's actually a really fun golf game, to be honest.
So it's a 2D golf game.
Yeah, 2D golf game. You got like the rough and stuff like that. You can
got the rough.
It's quite fun because I've just been playing through the campaign and there's some good courses.
Yes, so you play golf and it's Worms and that. Oh look, I'm trying to sound enthusiastic. Right? Yeah. Oh yeah. That sounds great.
It's always when I have to.
No, it's just. I tell you, it's just.
Because I was actually genuinely surprised by this game, though. To be honest.
Okay, well, look, tell me more. It's just. Do you know what I would love if you told me I was playing a 2D golf game? I'd be well excited. Genuinely. You know how much I love golf games. It's just the Worms attachment.
What's wrong with Worms, though?
It's all right, but, you can only have so much Worms.
I mean, it's one of my favourite series ever, to be honest.
Right, just tell me about the game, but never mention a worm.
No, it's a very good golf game, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just move on.
No, but look, you've got stuff to say about it. I want to hear it.
I have, yes.
Yeah, go on then. So what does it look like? Do you have grenades in that?
No. Well, you have a lot of I don't know. It was really cool because you could you go through holes and stuff in the campaign. You can unlock clubs and hats and stuff like that for your worm. But you can
so presumably the manner in which you shoot the balls is like how you shoot or hit the balls. Is how you shoot a gun in Worms.
Yeah. Combined with a golf game where you got the meter that goes up. So I imagine it's a really fun sort of multiplayer thing, sort of chilled out multiplayer thing.
I wish I was still enthusiastic about Worms because I would love to play a 2D golf game. Right?
It's really good, but I mean, you should be enthusiastic about Worms. It's very good. But...
It's just it's had its time. Let's move on.
Yeah, it's not. People still making maps for it, man.
Yeah, but this most recent iteration is probably my least favourite. Worms WMD. Worms Armageddon is where it peaked. We should have stopped there. No, Worms okay, why don't we play Worms Armageddon on Steam?
We can, but it's like there's cut content, and it's censored a bit.
Oh, is it a bad one?
No, it's good, but it's not the best.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. It looks alright.
It's actually really good. Like, it took me about 3 holes to get into, and then like I got an eagle, and I was like, yeah, it's really satisfying. You know what I mean? And you got like rough. But
hang on, I've seen there's like an exploded worm. I'm looking at a trailer for it now.
Yeah, those are like obstacles, isn't it?
Okay, so you can deform the environment and stuff like that.
Yeah, which is also cool. Like,
that is cool, to be fair. Yeah. I do like that. Yeah, it looks all right.
There's quite a few courses as well.
It's got Flash game vibes a little bit.
I thought that.
How much was this?
I thought that £1.
All right. Well, that explains that.
Yeah, Steam sale. It was £7, but it's £1. I'd say it's well worth it. If you look at it like the screenshots and stuff, I think actually playing it is like simple graphics but quite vibrant. So yeah.
Okay, look, I tell you what.
Also, like good customization, voice banks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can you make your own voice banks? Put Father Ted quotes in there.
Sadly, no workshop. The only thing that I mean, you'd love it. To be fair, it is fun. I mean, we'll play
it for £1. I will buy Worms Crazy Golf.
Yeah. I mean, you'll enjoy it. Just like
forget that it's Worms.
No, because Worms is great, but
stop saying that, because otherwise I won't be able to forget that it's Worms.
Just remember that it's Worms, if anything. And
I don't want to remember Worms.
Enjoy it. No, it's really good. I'd recommend it to anyone, to be honest.
That reminds me. Speaking of games nobody gives a shit about from 20 years ago.
Well, I do.
Team Buddies is coming to Steam with online multiplayer.
Yeah.
I'm sort of saying it for the listeners.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
it's great. Right, I'll get Worms Crazy Golf, but if it's rubbish, you have to give me one of your Beyblades.
I think you'll like it, but just give it a bit.
But we can't speak about Beyblades.
Just give it a bit of time, to be fair.
All right, I will get it for £1. Why not?
You'll enjoy it.
And to be fair, I do enjoy.
And also to add, like they've got in the campaign, they've got like challenges that are really fun as well. Like there's one where it's not just going into a hole. You'll get like a challenge, like one where I had to like destroy 4 sheep in one hit with a shot, and then you have to keep doing that over bits of the level and stuff.
Yeah, I did notice in the gameplay footage there's like sort of collecting coins and like challenge elements to the game as well.
I mean that's all. Like you could do that if you wanted to, but you don't have to. I've been just going for good whole scores, you know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Look, it does sound good. To be fair, it's just
great. It's the only Worms game I've missed.
If it was just
2007 mobile game, the Java game.
If it was just called Crazy Golf and it was £1, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, it's £1.
No, I wouldn't. Why would you buy a game called Crazy Golf?
I'd actually be more inclined just to buy something without the worms. I'd pay £2 for that.
Oh.
Anyway, I've been playing a golf game recently as well. I played
Twisted Metal Golf.
Is that a real game?
No.
What's the one on VR? I can't even remember. Walkabout Mini Golf. It's all right. No, it's really good actually.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Katie lent me a VR headset, so I've been playing that, and nice. Super Hot. I did something silly though, man.
What?
Like when they got their VR headset, they were telling me that all those videos of people running into shit fake, but I did it. I ran into shit. I was playing Super Hot, and then I got a bit too into it, and I was trying to leg it. There's this really long bar on one of the levels, and I was trying to leg it and hold the guns like sideways like that, and
that's cool.
Smashed head first into my table like an idiot. I got too engrossed, man. It took over. Yeah, it really hurt. It really hurt.
That must have. Yeah, I can't believe it. All right.
So you've been playing anything other than Worms Crazy Golf?
Yeah, I've been playing Granblue. Also, like I've been playing Guilty Gear, but we already mentioned that, and like how to run a tournament well and that. But I have been playing because I wanted to bring this up as well. I've been playing Granblue Fantasy versus Rising online.
How's that going?
Yeah.
What rank are you now?
Don't know what I was when I was last playing, but I was just like jumping
Bronze
on.
1.
No, I was with Meg. I was like S or something like that, but I can't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's letters, isn't it? So. Right, the last time we played this, right now, Granblue, for those that don't remember from our previous episodes, it's a very simplified fighting game insofar as you don't have motion inputs. They're optional. All of the buttons,
Semi-optional.
All of the buttons are on a cooldown. All of your moves are on a cooldown. But we made a few discoveries recently, didn't we, on that game? And this is why when you asked earlier,
but I think it's the only one discovery, to be honest.
Well, the playing with a traditional controller, you're at an advantage over an arcade stick.
Oh, that yeah, you are.
Because you have access to one button supers. Now, if you do the input, ladies and gentlemen, if you do the motion input instead of pressing the single button, you get it off for more damage and a slightly reduced cooldown. But the benefit of having one button supers, like when we fought on it last time, and I realised that like you can block, and while in block stun, just mash the two buttons you need to press to do.
You can do, but if you think about it, if you're desperate for like a defense mechanism, that's really good. But otherwise, there is a lot more damage if you combo into.
It's not a lot more, but it is more. Yeah, you're right. And comboing into it is the ideal way to go. But the only trouble is how many out of the probably hundreds of games you've played online, how many have been won when you've been on low health, but you're starting to make a comeback. You're just trouncing them. You're destroying them. You've got them in the corner, and then bam, super comes out. You lose.
Yeah, quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still come back. I mean,
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm still enjoying the game, but
I don't think I'll play it after VS Fighting.
What?
That it's just those little revelations just sort of annoyed me.
Off a bit.
Yeah, put me off a bit because it was like that is something that you can't really mitigate, but is fucking annoying. And I believe that maybe the game would be almost entirely fixed if they just had traditional motion inputs just for supers. Just do a half circle. That's it. Nothing crazy. Just a half circle. That'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't mind the trade-off because yeah, I mean, I don't know, but
the trade-off seems fine, but that was just one little hitch that made me hate the fucking game because that works a little bit like a comeback mechanic.
Yeah,
and I hate those.
I suppose, but everything else is working in its favour. You got those that hard sort of hit. I can't.
You got the hard hit, yeah.
The diamonds, like the diamonds.
Yeah. I do know what you mean. It's the counter mechanic, and then you can also use them to power up some of your things. Yeah.
That's quite good, actually.
All of it's quite good, but the unfortunate thing is there's just a few little things I noticed. Like when we fought the other day, I was using a new controller that I wasn't used to, and usually when you do that, like because I just switched to using an Xbox pad.
You're usually out of. Yeah, I don't know.
But didn't my skill go up?
It's a baffling experience usually, but yeah.
Because usually you'll be shit for at least an hour, right?
Definitely.
And I was just literally like, it was night and day, wasn't it? Like I'm a good player, but it was like there was
your skill went up.
It was stupid. It was stupid. Sean was like, "When do I get to do anything?" and shit like this, and I'm like, I don't know. I like playing fighting games without comeback mechanics, and I like playing them on cool controllers, and that's a bit gutting.
It's a shame because I'm good at Granblue as well, so it's like
you are. And when we were playing the other night, Sean said I might just be like the best arcade controller player, maybe, because it's like you cannot compete with people that are using a normal controller. Even those guys at what was that tournament in Guildford? I can't remember. Really badly run. But anyway, even guys at certain tournaments that we won't mention by name. Who are amazing on levelers controllers. If they switched, they could be world class by now.
They would be. Yeah.
They're actually putting more effort in.
They are the better players of certain tournaments, and they sort of are engineered to win.
Yeah.
Games.
I mean, it's weird, isn't it? Because big tournaments, like really big ones, like let's say Evo, right? They would never put the best players against each other because they want in the first round because they don't want the best players to be knocked out. Because when it comes to the streamed portion, you want the best players playing the best players, right? Which is fair enough.
Yeah. That's
fair enough, right?
Fair. That's fair.
Don't do it at a local tournament in Guildford. How is it possible that not once?
How many views, like hypothetically, would a tournament like that get if
Well, A, they're not getting that many views, so don't even bother fucking doing that in the first place. Don't put your mates up against noobs, right? Second of all, why is it... And if that's not happening, I'll be very, very surprised. But also, like... Like, have you ever, just to prove my fucking point, have you ever got good luck at one of those tournaments with who you face up against? Have you ever?
No, never.
And how many have we played? Because we've often entered 3-4 tournaments a day in those events.
I think last time you were entered against someone shit because he saw you at South Battle Opera and put you against someone shit.
Yes, yeah.
Or like someone who hadn't played much, actually.
No.
More specifically.
My belief is that at South Battle Opera, he did random seeds.
Yeah, he did.
Which is what you should be doing at local shit, man.
He did, but he probably put you, whoever this guy is. I mean,
who he may not even exist, we don't even know.
Do you reckon, like, at South Battle Opera, you're playing Granblue and then that's where you got faced against a beginner? Which is probably a better way of putting it, actually.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. But the point is that I get why tournament organisers do that with the pros. You don't do it at local ones. Just do random seed for the love of fucking God, so somebody can feel like they're actually making a fucking difference. It's all well and good to get, like, okay, I could train for months and months and months and try and get better than the best players there. But the reality is that I want to go and have a good time. And the truth of games like that is that certain people outclass certain people. I still want to fight people roughly on my level and have a good fucking time. But unfortunately, it's just, oh yeah, let's put this guy who all he does is play this game up against some noob so that he gets through to the fucking final. That's not fun. If that tournament, you know, we're not naming any names. We're not saying who it is, but that's shit. Yeah, you're charging for that shit.
That's a bit rubbish after waiting like a couple of hours.
Wait a couple of hours. Oh, Harrison, you're going up against... And look, I won't say who it is. But let's just say she shares a name with a character from a popular Disney film.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Woody.
Yeah.
Damn, I said his name.
No, he won't.
I said his name.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, brilliant. Anyway, anything else to say on Granblue? Are you excited? Are you going to play it after VS Fighting?
Probably not. Yeah. I mean, the only reason for that, though, is... you know, we got like some really good fighting games coming out, like Knockoff's coming out.
That looks good. The toy-based fighting game, and
Avatar as well. Avatar. Was that next year?
Avatar's this year, man. I think it's soon.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Being at Granblue when that one comes out.
But I do like Granblue. It's just I wish they made another game like that. Like maybe Capcom should make Darkstalkers 4 finally, I guess.
Yes. I just think that Granblue Fantasy Versus is very fun, but the unfortunate fact is its systems are able to make shit players good with less commitment.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's not what I'm into. And I'm not saying I'm a good player. Like, I'm an okay player at all of these things, but it's taken me a lot of effort to become okay, right? Whereas Granblue, everyone sits down, they are. And there are certain things that you learn how to do in that game that very easily that could take you months in another game. You know what I mean?
You just sort of notice it's a different set of people that play Granblue as well.
Who perhaps wouldn't succeed at another one.
Yeah.
Same goes for fucking Tekken 8 as well.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
All right, well, that is it for what we've been playing. Shall we take a break? Yeah. Just quickly before we go for the break, what you're running as your... what do you think of the difference between having a defense type or a balance type on a deck? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, I don't really want to get into that, really. I mean, I can't...
You do want to get into it. That's the problem.
I do. I don't mind talking about Beyblades or anything, but... yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, text in... Lucky and Wild Podcast at gmail.com.
I will say, let us know if you guys are into Beyblades or not.
They definitely aren't. They're not man children like we are, unfortunately. But do fucking play Beyblades. They're so much fun.
It's just a millennial thing, really, I suppose. Yeah.
It must be. And you know what part of it I like is like the designs of them, because they look like a fucking Linkin Park album cover.
Yeah, they are cool.
I want to feel. Erase all the pain till it's gone. Erase all the pain till it's gone, Mike Shinoda. As opposed to erase all the pain until part of it is still left. Sorry, I'm just having a stab at Linkin Park there. Right, so let's go for a break.
Fucking you, bloody. Fuck you, bloody bastard bitch. You. Bloody fuck you. Bloody fucking mother bloody fuck bitch.
Sean and I are battling our Beyblades. They're smashing into each other. I've gone for a stamina type, he's gone for a defense. Oh, a big whack there from, I forget what name of yours is, but a huge whack. I'm circling him. And I've won. Stamina. Oh, no, that wasn't a defense. That was an attack.
What, your...
No, your one.
Oh, yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, he went for the, what is it? I forget what that one's fucking called, but yeah. Went for a strong attack type. Usually has to get one hit in to knock down the opponent, but I went for a stamina, strong against attack types, as we know. Would you listen to a Beyblade podcast, listeners? Because I'd rather be doing that, let's be honest. Right, good fight. So, Sean, your item.
I sort of wanted to do like sort of pet peeves of gaming, like sort of mixed in with stories. So I know that sort of one of ours is, when sort of normies mispronounce games. We had like a funny one of that where it's like King of Hearts.
Yeah, mate, that was rough. I mean, just to tell that story real quick. There was a guy that we know, and he very quickly, after buying his house, got a girlfriend that was much younger than him.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit weird. Like, she's 10 years younger than him. No problem with that. They're both adults.
Apparently, they're both into exactly the same things.
Yeah, and when you can just tell somebody's just agreeing. And this happened to our mate Katie. Back away from your mic a little bit, but this happened to our mate Katie, where she was working with a girl, and both of them sort of got on really well. And she was saying, "Oh, I love games, this, that, and the other." And then when they finally came to hanging out, Katie was like, "Do you want to play some games?" And she was like, "I'd never do that shit. I hate that shit. I just said it because I wanted to be your friend."
At least she was honest at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Did they continue the friendship?
Yeah, they're still good mates, so it worked.
Nice.
But in this particular case, obviously, I don't know what she was after or why she did it, but she lied about being a gamer. And there's nothing wrong with not being a gamer, but it's just, I think it's a very funny thing to lie about. And she, like, I know she plays like a couple of things, but she said this guy's like a big gaming, like hardcore guy. And she was saying things like she had a dedicated gaming PC. She was a streamer with 100,000 followers. And then whenever games would come up, she'd very quickly change the conversation or just go onto her phone. And it was clear that all of her gaming knowledge came from her ex-boyfriend, Bathan, who we've mentioned on this podcast quite a lot. Because it was all the games he liked. And she was like, "You played that Kings of Hearts. That's a pretty good game, isn't it?" And the other one was, do you remember when we were at the pub and she was like... we were just chatting about games, like, I don't know what it was, but then she just interjected, like, "But have you played Gods of War?" I mean, because that's the best one, isn't it? And I was like, the best one? Like, what do you mean? She's like, "It's the best game." You
could sort of see that it was hurting the guy as well, because, he
was like, sorry, like, being an absolute prick about it, to be honest.
Yeah, he was.
Gods of War? No, I haven't heard of that one. Gods of War?
Yeah.
I think you mean.
There's sort of ways of doing it, and that was definitely the wrong way.
Because if it were me, I'd just been like, "Oh, God of War, yeah, I've played that one."
Yeah, and then she'll be like, "Oh, yeah.
And then it would sort of be like, "Yeah, but do you remember this bit?" And God, I can't speak about it, but it'd be like the conversation was sort of like, "Oh yeah, do you remember this bit, this character, what happened?" Suddenly she goes quiet, and then like she'll interject later. "Have you played Diablo 2 though? That's the best one." The best what? This is the best game, isn't it? It's the best one.
Yeah.
Redemption 2.
It was always sort of like that, really. I also have a funny story because, people used to talk online a lot back in the day. One of the worst things was people eating food. So on one night on Halo, do you remember the time where someone was eating crisps? So we all joined in and started eating crisps down the mic.
I like to try and annoy everyone.
There's just that mass down the mic.
So annoying. My wife did that once when I just got into bed and I turned the light off. I was about to go to sleep and she just jumped into bed, like sort of cheekily went, "I've got a snack." And then I was like, "All right, cool." I tried to go to sleep. She's eating an apple, the loudest of the snacks. But back in the day, we used to sort of like winding people up on Xbox Live was sort of like a sport.
No, it was. But I mean...
I remember there was an old band I was in, I don't know if you can call it a band, but DJ Shit Bitches.
Yeah.
Some of the worst music ever produced, sort of intentionally. We did a song called Super Hardcore that was had a tempo of 999, and it was incredibly. It was such a stupid thing, and I remember just playing that down the mic during Xbox Live sessions, and they had that rating thing where you could rate players and of like how shit their communication was, and mine was like down to the bottom day one of Xbox Live.
Yeah, because people playing music in the background was annoying enough because it was all distorted and weird, but like you playing that down the mic must have been
I mean, it's one of the worst sounds ever produced. I'll play a bit of it right now. Yeah, that's Super Hardcore. Gaming pet peeves. Do you know what? I don't know if I really have that many. It's difficult to think of.
No, me neither, but I had those stories.
Players that don't wash when they attend tournaments.
Oh, definitely.
Shit tournament organisers.
Yeah, I hate those.
I would say... This is a hard question, though, really. Because it's like little things that annoy you, right?
Yeah, it is. But sometimes it leads into like a story.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think those are the stories, aren't they, for the old gaming pet peeves? How about this, listeners? Send yours in for next time. We'll read them in the feedback.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I'm sure there's some that really wind me up that like...
Just aren't on our minds at the moment.
And I tell you what, like, I don't know if this counts, but people that only play AAA.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
that is probably most people, to be honest. Most people that play games probably only play the big releases, right?
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto. But it's just if they knew that there are games out there that would entertain even them with their like love of massive production values. Like, I would say anyone that's ever fucking played God of War would fucking love Claire Obscure Expedition 33, right?
Or Elden Ring.
Yeah, but I mean that is one of the big ones. I remember when Elden Ring came out, and I was shocked, man, because like Dark Souls was always like not niche. It's like very, very popular, but it was popular among a certain subsect of the gaming like hobby of people that thought it's difficult, like those types of cunts. But Elden Ring, because of the sort of upwards trajectory of Dark Souls, became popular beyond really what it should be, because typically like very, very challenging games don't tend to be that popular. I remember when it came out and I was in game going to buy it. It's probably the last time I ever physically bought a game. And there was like one of these massive like I don't want to say chavs, but like he was standing at the counter, and I'm like, this guy looks like a GTA player. And I know I'm stereotyping here.
You got the Elden Rings blood.
Yeah, that's what he actually said, something like that. He's like, I need to get a like Elden what's it called, innit? The Dark Souls thing. And then the guy's like, Elden Ring, and he's like, okay, well, we got the special edition for 150 quid. And he's like, what does it come with? And the guy's like, it comes with this like helmet, and he's like, bruv, like, can I wear that, innit? And I was just like, this guy's like...
Throw away the helmet, man. The helmet's too good for him.
But that's what everyone said about the Master Chief one. I just thought it was kind of funny because it was like that. The reach of that game is mad. But yeah, you send in your pet peeves, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, people eating on the mic, people not being punctual when it comes to playing online.
Oh, that's the worst, yeah. Hanging around online, mate, for like an hour.
It is the fucking worst.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, uni lot. Yeah, pet peeves. Anyway, let's go on to my item. It's hurting me. It's actually hurting me. Right, for this one, I kept it simple. Usually I do a little quiz or a little game we can play together. Now, we got to have a discussion. The show's going bad. It's not... The quality of it is low. The presentation, bad. I went on earlier for an hour on Chrono Cross and Resident Evil 4 Remake. It's not entertaining.
Good work.
And I know that. I know I talk too much. But I've got thoughts.
No, not at all.
Nobody will listen.
I don't mind. It was good. It was good. I mean, I don't know. Like,
just don't go on about it too much, because I'm likely going to cut both of those. I'll cut at least Chrono Cross. Look, the point is, we've got to discuss how are we going to save this show.
I don't know. Just keep going, man.
Just keep going, hope for the best. Right, hasn't worked for Rapid Reviews UK. Right?
So
they're getting two listens an episode.
Yeah, but...
And that's just the people that are on the show, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean...
we can't be like that. We've got to come up with ideas to save the show, right? Because if we're not getting more patrons soon, what's going to happen? We're going to have to go into obscurity. We're going to have to do the Beyblade. Actually, do not donate on Patreon, because I want to do the Beyblade one.
No, I definitely donate, because we're doing this. I mean, we're
doing this all day long, would you say?
Yeah, all day long. Rapid Reviews. Yeah, just... I don't know what.
How can you call yourself Rapid Reviews and the podcasts are 2.5 hours long?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah,
it's not rapid. And the geezer says he's rapping all day long, and he only raps for 1.5 minutes.
I think, to be fair, I think we're gonna.
What a mess!
To be fair with the Birmingham, with VS Fighting, I'm probably going to go and have a good time, and then next year I'm going to smash it, I think, to be honest.
What has that got to do with this? How's that saving the podcast?
Well, we're going to get our name about VS Fighting, because we're the Lucky and Wild.
So there's an idea. Why don't we attend more tournaments, and after every time we play somebody, GG, Lucky and Wild Gaming Podcast.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And if they ask what we're saying, we'll say Lucky and Wild Gaming Podcast, and you just walk away.
Yeah.
Right? That's idea number one. Right, that's in the can. Second of all, I do think that one of our biggest strengths is our documentary ones. I don't think the Portsmouth one was quite as good, because we just didn't have that much to talk about.
I think it was more of a nice review, though.
Yeah, it's just a review of the thing. But I think our documentaries are good. Even if you don't like them, even if you don't like fighting games, give those a listen. I think you'll enjoy it, because there's always stories that come out of those things. We need to do more of those, right? That's a more serious answer. But the Lucky and Wild, just tell everyone that we know. Now, we did do a competition to get people to share the podcast, and they didn't. We didn't have a single entry.
No.
So that hasn't worked.
Annoyingly,
do you think it's because we gave a bucket away as a prize?
Yeah, I mean, I have since donated that to a charity shop. But
what if somebody enters now?
But nobody's going to enter now.
You're right. Nobody wants
a bucket. But
what do they want? Do you have any cool gaming stuff we could give away?
Yeah, games.
Okay, what games? What games do you want to get rid of?
No, I don't want to get rid of games.
FIFA? What?
I don't want to get rid of them, like physical games. But starting next month, I'm going to be doing gaming giveaways. If you do, like, sort of like one game that we've talked about, that is one actual, like, this is, like, the podcast is already good. But I'm going to make it... Yeah, definitely.
You can't say that. I mean, that is debatable. I don't think it... Did you listen to the first 5 minutes of this? You were there.
I was there, yeah.
That was shocking.
All right, yeah, but sometimes, you got to walk before you run,
We're crawling at the moment. We're crawling. That's what we do.
Lincoln Park.
We're niche. Crawling in my skin.
Another Lincoln Park reference. See, probably less of those would be...
Less of those? Right. Okay, so I'm writing this down. No Lincoln Park reference. You were saying you were going to do giveaways, gaming shit. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah,
right, come on.
I'm going to be giving...
Which one?
I'm going to be doing Steam codes.
Which one? All right, what are we giving away first?
Well, I don't know, really.
Well, we don't have any money at the moment because we spent it on Beyblades, right?
Actually...
But next month...
Yeah, next month.
How about this, right? Why don't we give a copy...
Because I did want to give games away this month as a serious answer. I know this is a stupid segment, but as a serious answer...
It's not stupid, mate. I'm trying my best to save the fucking podcast here. How is that stupid?
See? But yeah, I will be giving games away next month. But what's your idea with that?
What do you mean, what's my idea with that? It was your idea.
Yeah, but you were sort of... Can you...
Oh, yes. Why don't we give away a copy of Yellow Taxi Goes Room?
Yeah, definitely.
Or Parking Garage Rally Circuit. Two of our games of the year.
All right.
Why don't we give one of those away? Let's say this. Send in... Wait.
Send in some art and we'll play it or look at it and publish it. Whatever you're talented at...
Send us something. Send us you excelling at a skill, right? And we will send you a game.
As long as that skill is not something really harrowing, like... I don't know.
Murder.
Yeah, like if you're good at
no murdering, none of that, right? What we want is you excelling at something. It could be anything. It can be, can you balance a fork on your head for an hour? Send us a video of that and we will send you a copy of Parking Garage Rally Circuit. Garage.
Should I also specify
Car hold.
That like they can't really excel at being nude because like I don't...
Because I'm the fucking best at it. Fact. Look, of course we don't want stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we don't.
What if they're attractive women though?
Well,
or men,
still not
for balance.
It's like
or trans people.
Just for like the whole package.
Gays.
I mean, look, I don't want nudes. No nudes.
No nudes. None of that. We don't want that.
But yeah, if you're talented or gifted at something, send us it in. Then
what if they're really good at wearing clothes? No, actually, if you...
but some people are though.
Yeah, they are. If you're really unbelievably...
that's stylish. I wish I could be that stylish, you know, but...
Because if you're unbelievably fashionable and you're really good at picking an outfit, send us a picture of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's a good competition. It's broad enough that anyone can enter. Because all of you listening, I just want to say this. I want to say what your parents never said to you when you were kids, and that's why that you got into video games. You're good at something. You are.
Maybe more encouraging of the listeners, because we sort of like...
That's what I'm doing now. I'm saying they're good at shit, man.
Our sort of negative attitudes might rub off on them, so maybe we should like have...
I've never been negative about anything. That's probably my skill. I'm really good at shitting on things people like.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've played all the games you like, listeners, and they're all shit.
Yeah. I mean, we do that a lot, but... You know.
Okay, so fine. That's the competition. You send us luckyandwildpodcast@gmail.com. Send us some evidence of you doing something cool. It could be anything. And the best one will win a prize next month. We will send you Parking Garage Rally Circuit on Steam.
Yeah, we will.
All right, that's it. That's good. We've saved the podcast.
Yes.
That's it. Next stop, Joe Rogan.
We're getting him on.
No, I'd rather not. I want to get Alex Jones on here, man. Get him to like talk about each Pokemon. Jew,
vampire.
All right, let's do some mail.
Here we go.
All right, so I asked you gamers out there, capital G gamers, what is the best blade combination, and why do you use it?
You didn't ask that.
No, but if this was a Beyblade podcast, wouldn't that be a fun thing to hear people's thoughts on?
Well, you always start, I suppose you're middle-aged and that. I suppose you have to...
Doing podcasts is what I do, bruv.
Yeah, you've been in the game a long time, to be fair.
I have. Yeah. We've had so many successful ones, and unfortunately this isn't one of them. It is annoying that we didn't carry on with that anime podcast, because that was a fucking goldmine, but unfortunately...
No, I actually genuinely really...
hated doing...
No, I really like doing this. Also...
No, we love making this. We love making this for you guys, and...
it's sort of a running joke, you know, but it's like...
the podcast itself is a joke. But our anime podcast, man, it was so fucking successful, and it's still getting listens to this day, and all the episodes of, like, most of them have been deleted.
But this podcast I actually enjoy. I hated that.
That was horrible. That was fucking horrible. Do you know what I might do though? I've considered doing this, just releasing every episode as like just in a chunk as a one-off episode on here, because that was good, and there's only about 8 episodes. I mean, it wasn't good for us to make. We hated it, but it
might be nice for people to see. You know,
I think people would like to listen. Basically, the premise, listeners, was that we got our mate who's never watched an anime and showed him anime to get him into it. All of which were fucking mental. We made him watch hentai. We made him watch kaijo. We made him watch. Love Live.
Was that like was that one where people fight with their like appendages? That was
kaijo. Yeah, the one where they fight with their tits and asses.
Assassination Classroom as well.
Yeah, that was terrible. That was shit. But it was being forced to watch shit anime every month that made us hate it. Look, we've gone off track. We've gone off. This podcast is about Beyblade, gaming. So I asked the listeners out there, gaming peripherals have sadly fallen by the wayside. But if you had to design a new peripheral for 2026, what would it be? Because you don't see Guitar Hero stuff anymore. We want to bring peripherals back.
You do. I mean,
should we listen to the listeners first, or do you want to get your?
No. I was just going to say, like, before we start, like, shout out to on Facebook, Cursed Controllers, the group Cursed. You'll get your fill of weird peripherals on.
Well, did you ever see that Smash Brothers tournament where the gaming controllers are randomised?
No.
And there was a guy that had to play Smash Brothers with the Donkey Konga bongos, right? And one of the things about those bongos was that you could clap, and a microphone would sense the clap input, just a very sharp, sudden sound. Now, this guy's blocking was linked to the mic, so he had to scream really loud whenever he had to, because it had to be a sustained scream to keep the block on screen. So he was dodging using the bongos and then going, ah! To do the block. It was very funny.
Yeah, because imagine all the because you block so much in that game.
Yeah, so he was screaming constantly. Yeah. Anyway, Sid the Squid, he comes in, he says, gaming peripheral, themed cocktail thermos. Now, that doesn't really link to the game, does it? You're too close to your mic again. But it's just this, he just wants a thermos that keeps your cocktail cool while he drinks a game.
Yeah, but you could just do that anyway.
You could do that anyway. But he wants a themed one.
Oh.
What about
like
gaming? But you know, like some gaming peripherals, they have like, so the VMU on the Dreamcast. It has some of the in-game, or the Wii U gamepad. It has some of the in-game information on the pad. Well, if you had a thermos that had one of those bendy screens wrapped around it, and it would change parameters in the game based on how much drink you've got left, how quickly you're drinking.
Oh, that'd be good. And like just whack a little cyber pet in there
for good measure. Say, for example, you're playing... I was trying to come up with an idea for a good game, but say, for example, you're playing Virtua Fighter 5, and you're playing Shun, the Drunken Master, and the cup is detecting that if you're taking a drink in real life, and I don't know how, I'm not a scientist, but it also detects if it's real alcohol. You can't put water in there.
Like, even if that was just for looks, it would be quite a cool idea.
A game where you drink, and it's directly linked to how well you can drive, and it's called drunk driving. Something like that. I don't know. Sort of a good idea, but it's not really necessarily linked to the game, is it, Sid? But I'm all for having drinks while you play games.
Yeah.
He's put the peripherals to one side and he said, "Fuck that, give me a drink," and that's fair enough. Dr. Mumson, he says, gaming peripheral, meta genital manipulator. So meta being VR.
Yeah.
You can use your hands. You get haptic feedback. He wants one for the dangus.
Okay, I mean.
So you...
I remember putting it on my face once. My friend...
With the genital thing?
Yeah.
You put the genitals...
It was a bit uncomfortable. My eyes, the groin of the face. I used the...
It's phrases like groin of the face, which means that nobody listens to this podcast. Do you know what I mean? It's shit like that.
But yeah, like...
He wants to have sex globally.
The only thing I can really say about that is... I do remember
where can I order one?
No, like I remember putting the goggles on, and it has a good vibration function. That's the only thing I've got.
If nobody, that's all I got, man. I don't know what you want from me.
I find vibration annoying, so it's not really.
I don't. Whatever. Anyway, look, the genital manipulator. You can make a fun game with it.
Well, what about the one part in Metal Gear Solid 3 where you get grabbed in the nads? That's gonna be immersive.
Yeah, because but in Metal Gear Solid 2 it happens as well.
Oh, it does, yeah.
So I'm thinking that maybe look, at the moment it's a very niche use case for the genital manipulator, because very few games, mainly Kojima ones, would feature heavy use of it. However,
what about when Virtua Fighter 6 Crossroads comes out and you really want that feel of a kick to the nuts?
Really getting kicked to the nuts. No, but what I'm saying is that maybe if this peripheral came along, more games would use it.
Yeah, they probably
right?
Would, yeah.
Before VR, how many VR games were there? Very little. Before the genital manipulator, how many genital-based games were there? Two. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. So yeah, we need it.
That is a bit weird.
We need it, and also like you can get somebody to jork it from another country. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
I mean, that is cool. I get it. For some people, yeah.
Yeah, if you're into that. Carty, he says gaming peripheral, the iToy 2, like the first one, but better.
Yeah, a lot of people like the original iToy.
What's one good game for it though? Invisimals? Was Invisimals good?
I mean, all I remember was seeing it on Gamesville. I mean, it was more of a normie...
Fucking Gamesville.
It was more of like a normal... Like, people who had PS2s just for the DVD player would buy the iToy.
Yeah, like that, Buzz, SingStar.
It's very, like, sort of... I don't know what you call it, like, in between Gen Z and Millennial, like, that sort of vibe.
Cucks. Yeah, but like it was people like casuals.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's been some good camera based games out there. I really enjoyed Dance Central. That was fucking great. But I struggle to think of many more. You know what I mean? I mean, Tearaway on the Vita had some cool camera features. But I remember playing that at one point, and there's a point where your face, like, because the front facing camera is just always on, your face becomes the sun. And you know, if you've ever accidentally looked at yourself, like your reflection when you're using a phone, you think, fucking hell, I really have lost my looks.
It's the accidental double chin when you look down.
Yeah, like Tearaway had that built into the fucking game. And I was like, I don't need a reminder that I'm a fat old man. That's not what I need. But the iToy 2, I mean, Carty, could you suggest some games for it maybe? Because I'm struggling to think. I know there's been good camera-based. What was that fucking one for Xbox Live? Was it Peggle?
Totem Ball.
Totem Ball, yeah.
My friend was the best in the world at that. Anytime you bring it up, he'd be really annoyed. It's like, oh, you spent like hours playing Totem Ball.
He literally was. He was the number one ranked player in Totem Ball in the world. The best application of that fucking camera, though, was putting your face onto the characters in Rainbow Six Vegas. And it looked dog shit every single time.
It was a JPEG over.
Yeah, and I had mine be Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then would run around going, cool. Yes, please do let us know if there are any good iToy games, because I've not heard of one, to be honest. Ace, he says, I would like a mainstream whole-body haptic feedback. Now, I don't know what a haptic feedback is. I guess if you're eating in a game.
Uncle Mo's family feedback.
It's just so weird. I thought of that today as well. Do you remember when he's got like the chips on his head and one of the Flanders kids is eating? It's so funny. But he does continue. Dyslexia, fuck, I meant feedback. So
okay, cool.
He says, although a feedback might be useful for Horse Simulator or American Diner Simulator. So we could get Uncle Mo's family feedback. Whole body haptic feedback is something that's sort of been one of those white whales of gaming for a while, isn't it? I mean, you can get them now, but they're too expensive. And I feel like that's one of the levels of immersion that we need. That would really ramp up an experience, is feeling like you're being hit or kicked in the nuts.
I feel like that's what we want.
Bummed in the gob.
Like, what the hell? I feel like that's what we want from VR, though. To be fair, that's what people.
Immersion is the main goal of it, right? Yeah, and I feel like a whole body haptic feedback would be really good.
But I also probably prefer. I mean, I probably prefer to not have that at all, really, to be honest, personally. But I can see why people would want it.
Like personally, you don't want to feel like you're actually being punched.
No, not really. No, really. Get punched too many times.
Yeah, but like for other games.
Especially when someone comes up to me and they challenge me to a Beyblade game and I'm like...
Beyblades?
Let's go. Bug Catcher Joe or whatever, he comes up to me, and...
You're thinking of Pokemon there, but that's fine.
No,
but listen,
Pokemon
are there any games, aside from ones where you just get hurt, where a haptic feedback thing might be good? I'm thinking maybe like a driving game or something.
Yeah, like if you pull, for example, if you pull something out the ground or something.
Right.
Like if you're farming, you can feel that. I know that's a bit boring, but
it's very boring.
There's
maybe this one's
certain applications.
Maybe the world is not ready for a full body haptic feedback.
Not really, because our minds are not there yet.
Yeah, I mean, because the only place my mind goes to is filth.
Being hurt. Oh,
filth and being hurt. Which is like the two things people do in computer games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fucking Northerner. He says, I'd revamp the Nintendo heart rate monitor peripherals. They've done more than one. I think there is untapped potential, particularly in the realm of rhythm and horror games.
Yeah.
See, I'd agree with that. And I think that maybe horror games keeping track of your heart rate to try and do more and more shit to scare you would be kind of fun.
I've got to be honest, though. I reckon... that sort of technology would just end up in friend slop.
Yeah, it probably would. But I think for certain horror games it would be really fun.
But this idea is brilliant, to be fair.
But I feel the idea of it being used in rhythm games is funny to me. Because I think he's imagining like the song gets faster and slower depending on your heart rate and things like this, or whatever, right? But my point is, what if there was a rhythm game where you had to try to slow or speed up your heart rate to achieve certain goals? Like you get to a really hard bit, suddenly to get past this bit you need to be really calm, so you're going to have to do sort of aggressive meditation to try and get through to the next part. You've got to speed up your heart rate, so go out for a quick run.
The opposite.
I hate that, actually.
I was going to say the opposite is sort of asking for trouble, really. You're going to get injuries, there is going to be trouble straight away with that.
Yeah, because you're getting people that never go outside to do physical activity, and that's not right.
Well, not only that, but people will just exhaust themselves over over a game. And I mean,
I don't know about that. Look at how physical games that have physical input sort of really went like nobody gives a fuck about them anymore.
No,
you know what I mean. So
like the Wii Remote.
I do think it has untapped potential though. There's got to be a lot of uses for it, and I do think in horror games that would be a good thing.
I just think it would be used for the wrong things, but I think it's a great idea.
These things always are. I mean, thing is the cool thing about peripherals is that it always makes me think of like arcade days and like how good peripherals really made a fucking game when they were designed explicitly around that thing. And when they were brought into the home a lot of times, it was like then they got used for generic purposes and then eventually just stopped being used, hardware gimmicks. But actually they make a lot of games really fucking good. They were really good loads of like Wii games, and the Wii U as well was like untapped potential central. I mean, it was like that controller was really fucking cool.
Oh no, yeah.
But what would your idea be? You have to create a peripheral for nowadays.
I mean, I did see it, and I did have an idea, but
but you've lost it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we need to just bring, to be honest, extra screens back. To be honest, I mean, I just love that, man.
Why are there not more 2-screen games on PC?
I know.
Like, I would love that. I would just more games that utilize multiple monitors. I'm sure there are some, but like, there's not enough. Like, I mean, one of my favorite things I saw was like somebody playing the original Darius games, which originally used 3 monitors. And that game allows for a 3-monitor setup, so you can have it really fucking long, like it was in the original arcade game.
It's not only that.
But a monitor's not really a peripheral, though, is it?
Everyone has a phone. So it's like, then...
Why not have more...
Like, dual screen stuff does become a peripheral, I think.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. If you had one of those phone controllers and could clip it to your phone and use it for games, like, dual screen stuff has always been so fucking good, and it's underutilized.
I loved... even though it was a bit of a mid game, like just playing it with you guys, mate, and I mean, it was,
if you were about to slag off Nintendo Land, I'm going to kill you.
No, that's a good game, but no, I was thinking of Crystal Chronicles, which is like we had so much fun playing it.
Yeah, because the
GBA, sort of, you had the individual maps on your GBA. Like one of you would have one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you had it was a dungeon crawler game. The game was a bit mid, but like the little features. So you each had a Game Boy Advance plugged into the GameCube, and one of your characters would be good at detecting treasure, one would be good at detecting monsters. So when you get into each game, you'd have your screen in front of you, but you'd have to share information with the people you were playing with, and then you had the downtime bits between each dungeon run where you would like read letters from your family, and you'd each be sitting there reading your own individual letters and advancing the story, and then maybe you could share it with each other, or your family would send you different items, and like and the Legend of Zelda 4 Swords as well.
That was great. Yeah,
if you went into a different part, like you'd all be playing on the same big screen on your TV, but if one of the links went into a different building, you'd then be playing on your little screen in front of you, and like
it's great, man.
Dual screen stuff is under supported. Like we had a whole 2 consoles that fucking did it, but still there aren't enough games that utilize it. I mean, that is a very good example. Yeah. Now, what I would like to see, I just want a light gun that works with modern TVs.
Oh yeah, me too.
Now, people will notice that there has been an influx of those recently with. Like there was a kickstarted one recently, but there are a lot of problems with it, and it doesn't work quite as advertised, and you need to calibrate it every single time that you play. Like just a light gun that works with modern TVs, and I don't think specifically maybe calling it a light gun is bad, because maybe that technology wouldn't work because of the way that screens project things nowadays, right? However, but just a gun that I can use on a modern TV.
Yeah, there's got to be something to bridge that gap, isn't it?
Like the Wii did it, right? But because it wasn't light gun technology, you always had to still have a cursor on the screen. You couldn't just aim down the sights and shoot things.
No, it was very inaccurate. I mean, there were some excellent... not enough as well, not enough. Because, I mean, I'd say that's like a good portion of why I bought the Wii, to be honest. But there wasn't enough of those kind of games. even then, like, the aim was off.
The aim was off, or you had to have a cursor on the screen, and that was always like. I mean, like, I like aiming down the actual fucking gun and shooting people in Time Crisis. That's what I just want to do that on my PC. Like, I can get a good racing wheel, like, I can get a dance map, but that is just technology that is lost to time.
Yeah, unfortunately. But there's a lot of demand for it, to be fair. I mean, I've even, to be honest, like, but then I do want to, like, sort of play new releases that come out, but I've been tempted to get, like, I don't know, like a light gun sort of.
Get a light gun, get a CRT.
Like, I don't know, like, there's people that are building sort of mini arcades with light gun support.
Yes, I mean, there's ones you can buy in Argos screens. Now. You can buy a Time Crisis 2 machine that plays Time Crisis 1, 2, Point Blank 1 and 2. They're £600 from Argos. And I'm like, mate, imagine the amount you would fucking play it. I mean, much. But I've been tempted to get a CRT TV basically because older games look shit on modern displays, and I want to just hook one up as a third monitor and have a CRT. And you know, my local dump, I know somebody, I don't know why I started whispering there, but I know somebody, Millie's, my wife is good friends with one of the ladies that runs it, right? And the other day I went in there and I saw in the TV dumping area, they just had a ton of CRTs, right? And I just said to her, like, can I just either buy one or just take one? Like, we just say nothing about it. Can I just go in there and take one? And she's like, no, they strip it for parts, which they then sell, which then that money goes to the council. So it's not as if, like, it's not as if they're just disposing of them, they're actually making money off them. So
yeah, because it is a recycling centre, and we call it the dump, but it's a recycling centre.
But and the thing is that if I had a CRT, I could just get Point Blank on the PS1, get a gun.
I've seen people as well very recently, sort of being able to sort of put their main screen. They can move it like you can with normal monitors.
Yeah, you can do that. You just need really a little converter, and I really want to do that. But because there's been a recent rise in people realising the quality of CRT for old games, they've gone up way in price. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I was in a bric-a-brac shop recently in, like, Horsham, right? And this guy had a Sony Triniton, which was like the GOAT of CRT TVs. And I was just like, how much is that? And he's like, £450. I'm like, well, okay, I could buy a modern TV for that. My wife is never going to let me spend 450 quid on a CRT.
They just need we just need like, I've probably said it before, but we just need like someone to just come out and make a modern CRT.
New CRTs. It's like the one obsolete tech that Chinese companies aren't making.
Yeah.
You can buy CD players, really good CD players for dirt cheap, really good digital audio players for dirt cheap, but CRTs just are not being produced, and I wish they were. Anyway, we went off on a bit of a tangent there. Let's get to general questions. Carty, he says, extra question. You have to complete a game using one peripheral that isn't usually compatible with said game. Which game and peripheral do you choose? Now, what he means is, and I've seen something on Twitch recently, there's a guy's completing all the Bioshock games using a racing wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
So, you've got to complete a game with a non-standard peripheral for it.
I saw this question, and I'm pretty sure I could probably do Outrun with the Donkey Kong bongos. Donkey Konga bongos, sorry.
The Donkey Konga bongos. So you play Outrun, but hang on. To turn, you would have to... like that.
Yeah, I mean...
How would you accelerate? You would accelerate using the microphone.
Yeah. So, no, what?
That would be great, wouldn't it?
No, it'd be horrible.
It would be horrible.
I'll get back to my one. You go on your one.
Right, so peripheral, I would use the Res vibrator pad. That's not it's not a control method, but I would tell you what, like a non-standard peripheral, I have wanted to, we spoke about this recently, enter a fighting game competition and just use a steering wheel as my controller, because technically any input is acceptable, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Or in most cases. Just go there, like, because we discussed it about versus fighting coming up, right? And I was thinking it'd be really funny, just for one of the games I don't necessarily give a fuck about doing well in, like go to Granblue, no, go to Virtua Fighter, that was it, and use a steering wheel as a controller. That would be fucking funny.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah,
like using the pedals to go left and right, maybe, and using the wheel for the inputs. I don't know. That would be a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah. That would be fun.
I have seen people using dance mats for various things, and I feel like using a dance mat for and this is just a good answer, but like using a dance mat for what is it, Crypt of the Necro Dancer?
Oh yeah.
Was the rhythm?
Don't you mean Rift of the Necro?
Rift of the Necrodancer, yeah. Like using a dance mat for that would be tight as fuck.
That would be would actually be good.
But this is you've got to exactly. You've got to complete a game with a peripheral that wasn't meant. Like complete a game. So that suggests something that has a beginning and an end, not like a fighting game. Complete a game.
All right.
God of War light gun.
I mean, I've got a PC light gun that has a D-pad and a thumbstick on it. Is that cheating though?
What? So you just use the controls on the thing? I tell you what I'd like to do. No. Get the You remember that Resident Evil controller that was the chainsaw?
Yeah, I remember.
Try and use that to complete the modern Resident Evil 4.
Remember someone that's a good one. I remember someone at who used to attend regular Smash tournaments who'd use that and he was really good with it.
Legend.
But yeah.
You haven't really got an answer. That's fine.
No. I haven't, unfortunately. I mean, my Outrun one was the main one. But
right, so we're looking that in. That's a stream. You're doing that. We're going to get some bongos and you're going to play Outrun with it, screaming the entire time. Because you pretty much have to have the accelerator on the whole time in that game.
Yeah, you have to let go around some really tight corners.
So you're going to have to really time your screaming on that.
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Come on, that would be I don't know if it would be a good stream. You'd have to watch it with the sound off, but it would be funny to watch.
Yeah, I'm not I don't know if people know. I'm not the most loudest person in the world.
Don't know if people know. Yeah. You can barely hear you on most of these.
Sorry. But
and you've just moved into to a new house with a new roommate, so he'd just hear you screaming constantly into your bongos. That'd be great.
It would, yeah. Yeah, I mean, be the first time I screamed into some bongos, that's for sure.
Brilliant. Right, okay, well, moving on. Fucking Northerner, what's a game genre mashup you wish more developers would experiment with? You can't pick rhythm, horror, I call dibs. All right, genre mashup.
Okay.
All right, let me guess, you haven't got an answer for this one either?
No, I have. But
go on, go on. No, you've got one, so you go first. Go on. What's the genre mashup?
Well, I mean, it's sad, but I just really like roguelike sort of horror games. I just wish there were more tight ones where it's a horror game, but you unlock shit.
Okay, so like House of Necrosis next,
or Death Road to Canada.
Oh right, so you want more Death Road to Canada? But roguelike isn't really a genre; it's a mechanic.
It's a genre.
It's not a genre.
It's listed as a genre on Steam.
It is, but unfortunately they're wrong. It's a mechanic.
You can tell Gabe it's wrong.
I am.
He's wrong.
Gabe, you're wrong.
All right.
Like a game genre mashup would be like action platformer.
I wish
RPG.
To be honest, I wish that they hadn't they brought back top-down races, but you customize your car and you have weapons and shit, like an online game like that. That would be.
So your genre mashup will be one genre. It will be top-down racing game.
No, because it's
right. How about this? How about this?
Got RPG.
Wait. Shush. Well. Will you stop? We're gonna do an experiment. I'm gonna count down from 3, and when we get to go, both of us are gonna say a genre, and that'll be our answer. And then we have to go and make the game, right? Have you got one locked in your head?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Stealth. Rhythm. Stealth. He said not to pick rhythm.
I know.
Right. Let's do that again. Right. Yeah. Okay. Let me think. Right. 3, 2, 1. Beat 'em up. Cozy beat 'em up. There we go. But I don't know what the fuck. Actually,
I think we're on
right. Yeah, that could be good. Cozy beat 'em up. So I'm thinking something Ghibli-esque.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. It's peaceful as fuck, but you're punching shit.
And the bonus stages are you farming shit quickly.
Yes. There we go. That's a good idea.
Actually.
Okay, so cozy farming sim beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Right, between levels, you beat the shit out of vegetables, right? And the higher combos you get more ingredients from them. Then you need to cook between the levels, so it's cooking now instead of farming.
Ranks. You get ranks when you're
And then you cook dishes, and based on how well you cook or what you cook, you get different buffs for the next level, and it resets every time you play the game.
Yeah,
there we go. That's a fucking good idea. Right, copywriting that.
Yeah, we are. I mean,
but now can we come up with a good pun name for it? Cook 'em up, beat 'em up, beat as in the vegetable 'em up.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
You gotta get all your
or beat as in hit a man, beetroot. Beetroot.
It's actually an excellent idea.
It's a really good idea. Thank you, fucking Northern. That was a great question.
Although, yeah. I mean,
although you've got a good one now, have you?
No, I haven't. No.
Beyblade.
The musical.
There we go. Right, let's do an outro. But thank you very much for sending your questions in. If you want to do so in the future, please join the Discord. The link is in the description. Or you can send an email to luckyanwildpodcast@gmail.com. We're going to do the outro now, but do stick around because we've got the sound test afterwards where we pick a video game song to play us out of the podcast.
And I will say, see you at VS Fighting.
If you're there, come and say hi to us. You don't know what we look like, but we will be saying Lucky and Wild Podcast after every game, so you know it's us.
Yeah, literally.
I've got 2 hash browns. They give me one for free because they know I'll kick the fucking heads in. Right? And I've got 2 of these fucking double whatever they're fucking called. I'm not asked. Right? What I'm going to do today, boys, I'm going to scram these fuckers, right? Straight round to the shop. Bearing in mind it's only fucking 7:30 in the morning. Get on fucking Stellars. Get that bag ordered and fucking cause chaos. Because I am the fucking champion round here.
Right, so you can contact us on luckyandwildpodcast@gmail.com or join the Discord. And, of course, do donate on Patreon, right? Because I know we've been doing this for over a year now, and some of you freeloaders have not paid up.
Freeload?
Well, what would you call them? They've been listening for free. At least one of the listeners on the Discord sends me legal games.
Yeah.
But the others... You've got to answer for a lot of shit here, right? I'm not going to name any names, but you have to start paying.
That's why you got to go in the Discord and answer to your shit, man. Just go on there. It's like,
why don't you tell us why you haven't paid? And if the answer is because the podcast isn't very good, then fair enough. But don't say that because that'll hurt my feelings.
But that's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, exactly. And all this money is going to go on good stuff, like chicken nuggies.
Dino nuggies as well. No,
Why do you keep going so close to your mic? Do you know the last episode? It was so annoying. I could hear every mouth noise you made, and I wanted to actually kill you.
I apologise, but
that's why people don't donate on Patreon.
What? I mean,
well, there's a lot of reasons. There is a lot of reasons, but anyway, do it, please.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. We will get to.
We appreciate Kate specifically because we can shout her out.
Yeah. We appreciate all our patrons.
The patrons. We do appreciate you, but we need more of them because we
want to keep this going.
We do want to keep it going.
We want to buy some fresh games. I mean, I will be doing Baldur's Gate next month, to be honest. So
if you better do, man.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna. You read into this however you want, right? It is on GOG.com.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's good. I'll see if it's a better price there.
Yeah. He just winked at me, by the way, listeners. There's these fleas in my eyes, man.
You got a window.
There's a flea there right now.
There's some debris coming in. There's
cheese coming in through the window. You are joking. Actually, speaking of dad jokes, I've got a joke for you.
Oh yeah.
Coffee isn't my cup of tea. Right. Let's go to the sound test.
Sound test.
All right. I'm picking a song from Xenoblade Chronicles. Now, there isn't much interesting background on this, sadly. But what?
Nerd.
Right, so...
All right,
no. Right, but no, because
we're even.
No, because I usually interrupt yours and do loads of stupid shit during the sound test, you're going to interrupt me and try and make a joke of it.
No, I'm not going to. I already did.
You don't.
No, you can carry on.
You are too close to your mic again.
You're just interrupting yourself now, man.
Right, you think you're some sort of funny guy, do you?
No, go on.
What I can say about Xenoblade Chronicles and its soundtrack is it's one of the greatest game soundtracks ever composed. And if you've played Smash Brothers, you've likely heard a version of the tune that I'm about to talk about. If you interject, Sean, I'm looking at him. He's getting ready to do something.
No, I'm just thinking of that song. It's the tune, man.
Which one?
Sing it. Planes.
All right, fair enough. Right, well, you spoiled it. But look, the music for this game was composed by a trio of composers due to the game's size. This group of music men is called Ace Plus. And they've been working on the Xeno series since Xenogears on the PS1, and they make excellent tunes. Today, however, I'll specifically speak about Tamori Kudo and the track Gua Plains from Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Now, I'm aware it's a bit of a basic bitch song to pick from that game, because it is the one everyone knows. However, and it does play in the first open area of the game, but it has this incredible way of conveying the grandeur and majesty of the landscape while also feeling sort of comforting. Like you're on a big adventure, but it feels like it feels homely.
Yeah, it's got like a Zelda-y aesthetic to it, you know what I mean?
Like most of the areas of the game feel lived in, specifically by wildlife, but when you get into this area and you see it brimming with loads of local wildlife, see some of the most interesting and beautiful landscapes in the entirety of computer games, coupled with this music, well, that is basically the reason that I play computer games and why I love computer game music.
And like the world building is one of the best parts of the game, but the songs really lend themselves to that as well.
100%. Might be the best, one of my favourite out there. And there's so many good tunes to pick from this game, but despite it being one of the first ones, one of the most upfront songs in the game, it's fucking incredible. I'm playing the day version of it here, but this is, I've been Harrison Hunt.
Yeah, I've been Sean Hunt.
And remember that we don't know what we're talking about, but neither do you. And this is, what?
I might.
You don't.
Oh, okay.
You don't. Your answer to most of those questions earlier on was, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't got an answer.
But I'm honest.
Where am I?
I'm honest.
Who
I'm
are
an
you?
honest journalist.
Yes, you are. But unlike other games journalists, you can't play games. You're rubbish at them.
Yeah, that's also that.
All right, this is Gaur Plains, or Gaur Plains, I don't know how to pronounce it, from Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for the Switch 1 by Nintendo. Not Nintendo, the other people that made it, who I forget. Bye.